Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday. So glad you're with us. It's our last day of Sunday double headers. We've got an incredible show for you this morning, which again, these morning shows will continue, but we have our last day of a very special morning and evening show for you. So given that this is our final day of 2 shows a day, we're going to bring you a very, very special day all together. We've got an incredible debut today. If you haven't heard, if you were not with me last night, I announced that we would have an incredible new, it's really cool, it's brand new to us, and I don't think you've ever seen it before. It's unlikely. If you're a collector, maybe you have heard of it, maybe you've seen one, but I know I've never brought it to you in my 24 years of doing this. So very exotic, super cool, and of course it's TVON, so we're gonna bring it at a value. So you don't need to worry about overspending on something, right? Never. As a matter of fact, I think we're gonna have the best value you could get on anything of this level of rare. So we're gonna see, and it's beautiful jewelry as well. There's a lot of rare stones out there that just aren't suitable for jewelry. This one is, and it is fabulous, and I know you're gonna love it. Keep in mind, we're doing that at the top of next hour. It's 11 o'clock Pacific time, but there are only 7 pieces. Think about that. 7 pieces, they're all one of a kinds, and they're all unique. The challenge is going to be how to get you the best one for you. So I'll figure that out. But we have 7, so be with us at the top of next hour. That's when I will debut them. We will kick them off, and I know you're in for a treat with those. They're very, very, very cool, and they're going to be affordable, and they're in beautiful mountings as well because that's how we do it. And actually, I hold one of the rough specimens right there. Okay, so we had a lot of guesses, but I know that very, very unique. And I did tell you it's from Brazil. And I did probably give you too much of a hint. Stone within stone. So we'll talk about that top of the hour. So get ready. If you're not registered yet, you may want to be, so that you are insured to get one of these before everyone else does, because 7 of them. That's it, 7. So hopefully we have one for everybody who wants one, but I don't know, there could be more than 7 collectors out there. So we've got those on the way, as well as, hey, that's not it. I got 3 hours with you this morning and 3 hours later. So you know we're gonna have other great pieces as well. Your requests, I know a lot of you have already been shopping yesterday's shows. So congratulations if you picked up something from yesterday. Happy to bring anything out if we can, but also there's some really special discounts. We've got a triple yellow diamond ring, so a whole band style with really big yellow diamonds. Then we have a Tanzanite. I'm going to bring a 10-carat pear shape. It's loaded with diamonds, and maybe my favorite idea of the day besides our big debut is a Morganite, but it's the cutting of this Morganite, the way it is set, that really just makes me so happy. So we'll see that as well. Plus, a returning favorite, a Diamonds by the Yard. It's our most classic. It's our 110, so we'll see that as well. If you don't have one yet, or maybe you need one for an upcoming gifting occasion, we've got that for you as well. Plus, there are, I feel like it's an all-star piece. If you follow sports, sometimes they'll do an all-star game where the best of the best come together and play a game. Well, actually, we have, I think, the best of the rare gemstones coming together in one fabulous pendant. So that's going to be here, as well as many, many others. There's a Rubellite. That might be my other favorite of the day. A round Rubellite, also brand new, and a big, big emerald. And anything you want to see, please let me know. We are available to go search and find whatever you need out of the vaults and bring it out and discount it down. So we're going to start with, actually, since it's kind of a rare day, we've got a lot of rarities and a lot of beautiful, unique pieces. Oh, look at that. What is that? Anyway, that's the rough specimen. You're not going to get that. You're going to get them in jewelry and gem quality and all that, but I got the rough to show you. So it's cool. We get to kind of go back. It does, Tony and I were talking about, it takes us back to our days of selling a lot of loose gemstones way back when. So we're going to do a little bit of, I'll put on my professor hat, and we will do a little Gemstone 101. Plus, there's a Paraiba that's affordable as well. So, yes, if you need something from a fabulous blue-green, we got that in a faceted stone, and it is also loaded with diamonds. So that's coming up. Let's take a look at our first item. I wanted to start with something rare to kind of honor the day here. So we're starting here with our Unheated Winza. Yes, and you have already Winza because you're with us. So if you are loving jewelry and love great values and discounts, it's your day. All right, so let's get started for this big marathon day. And 1120-331, and it is a beautiful 98-point cushion cut. Now, most of the time, the Winzas, which is also one mine in the world, these are 2 sapphire colors coming together. It's only happened in one mine in Tanzania. Tanzania, that wonderfully fruitful country when it comes to gemstones, isn't it? Well, this is our just under 1 carat. And listen, I know that when we got a big debut coming up in like 55 minutes, everyone's just waiting. So what I do, because I've been doing this a long time, so you know when everyone's anticipating a debut, you got to lead up. A lot of people just want to hold off and wait. Well, I got to do some really special things in hour number one leading up. It's like, you know, any good TV show's got a great lead in, right? So I'm going to bring you amazing values this first 55 minutes that we have here before we get to that debut so that you can shop early and often and get some really extra special discounts. Now, this is the, betcha a lot of you don't have it. It's unheated sapphire. It's actually got, in this case, blues and green yellows. So you see it's actually split, but in this case, instead of having that really fine line of demarcation between the two colors, it's actually gonna have more of a, it's almost like an ombre effect that's happening where it's a little bit more blended. Sometimes they have that really distinct line that we usually see in the emerald cuts. Here's where you're getting something that goes from the blues into those golden green yellows, and it's just under a carat and it's unheated. So this is a little different. We call it kind of a zoning, if you will, but it's got these two colors, and only one place in the planet or on the planet has actually ever really produced something like this. Sapphires are normally, and they come in a lot of colors, yes, but rarely, I mean, do we ever see two colors come together? Not really. That's what Winza is all about, and we were so honored. This was a debut. I love that we've got a new, you know, really exciting gemstone for you today that we've never had, but this was probably my most recent debut was the Winza. So I remember way back when I introduced color change sphene to the world. That was back in 2017. It was actually, yeah, it was 2017. It was March. So we're coming up on an anniversary there, but also it is just a very, very special Winza mine. And this was one of our newer debuts, but talk about limited and something we only had one little collection of, and that was it. So no new stones coming in since. Well, here we go. This is our 98 pointer with 81 points in diamonds, and it's going to be that classic double halo diamonds down the sides. This is just utter giveaway, okay? I've told you the whole first hour will be, and this one no exception, especially when you've got a choice of gold. Still with the discount, you're gonna get your yellow gold, well, that's ready to go, white gold or rose gold, and it's just super rare. And don't forget durability like crazy. Talk about a versatile stone that's gonna go with everything. That would be it, because the multicolors within it, and it's under, how about this, because it did start at $28.88. And that's a great value for this rarity, one source in the world, because again, that's the only place we found it. It's usually where bloggers and collectors are all chit-chatting about it online, but very rarely actually own one or see one opportunity for sale. So here we are, and it's under $1,000. I told you this first hour is going to be amazing. Complete giveaways all day, and this first hour especially. It's not even $9.99. We're going even lower than that, so you can come on in and be first and ready to go, because you don't want to be second, because that's not going to help you. We only have one of most everything I will share with you today, and this is actually $949, and we'll give it 30 seconds, and then we got to go. We have diamonds coming up. For the many of you that missed out on the princess cut combination, we had a beautiful quadrant of princess cuts in a ring last night. I've got another one that's similar, so we'll show you that shortly, and it's even more affordable. And how does that happen? I don't know. There's a piece I want to buy, but I'm going to give you a chance first. And it'll be a brief chance, because I'm not going to push it too hard, because I really do love this sweet necklace. And I got to tell you, it's rare that I'm going to have like my wish list be one of the more affordable items, just because I really, really like, you know, super high end. The most affordable item of the day is the one I want. So I'll tell you, I'm gonna have some competition, I have a feeling, but we're gonna bring that out as well. And then we've got opal and star ruby and huge pieces coming up, and that rare combination, the all-star piece I'm calling it, we're gonna show that to you as well. Now this is super cool. This is gonna be actually Alexandrites in a pendant. And I know how lovely Alexandrites are. We know they're collectible and they're very, very unique, but this is going to be tricky to show you, because it's actually an articulated design where the stones are dancing within. So let me show it to you first here on the hand. And this will be that 100% color change Alexandrite we love, but there are three stones. See how it moves among this oval shape that you have? So you've actually got the three stones in these fabulous rounds. It's going to be item number 1127,993. It's a platinum setting. You've got the chain included with it. It is fabulous. An elongated oval, yes, because again, ovals are always elongated, but this one's a little more so, like stretched out. And you've got this 21 points of Alexandrite with 20 points in the diamonds and heavy platinum. You know, that carat weight is one thing, but if you could feel what I'm feeling right now with this 16-inch chain that comes with it, you can take that chain off and put it on with the diamonds by the yard or what have you. But these are matched to perfection, triple, and looking good, and then they're all set. Actually, they might be ovals. Let me take a good look at it. It's ovals, actually. It looks kind of like rounds the way they're bezel set. And they're ovals, and we're going to give you a great length here, and then we'll show you up close. But again, the beauty of it is they're separate pieces articulated. So your Alexandrite stones in the middle are going to float independently of the diamonds around them, and it's a little over an inch. I would say 1 1/8 inches is your length and measurement on that, and then we'll show it up against the neckline, so you can get a better idea of how that's going to look from afar. But it is also going to be Ooh, this one's affordable. And Alexandrite's in platinum when we're throwing in the chain, which does have a little adjustability as well. Spring ring closure. Let's show you also, I'm going to try to show you as best I can up close, but again, excuse me, if I set it down, it's going to be it's going to kind of fall forward. So let me just show you here so you can see. Those Alexandrites, they are indeed ovals, and look at those color change. And again, I know that they're doing their own thing, but that's part of the beauty of the design is the way that it is articulated. So you've got those special stones. I think we know what the diamonds look like, so I really want you to get a look at those Alexandrites, and they're matching. They're even just changing color right before our eyes here, and then, of course, that great finishing as well. So as you see those stones, and again, even just the different angles they're setting at, they're showing blues and purples, which normally in this light you're just getting greens and blues. We're going to go ahead and blow it out for $9.99. First caller on that Alexandrite and platinum piece with the diamonds. If you look, I actually like there's almost a figure 8 S curve between the diamonds as well that's in that platinum, and then don't forget that diamond bail as well. It's more of a triangular style bail that's happening up top. So that's going to be $9.99. I'll show it again on the hand so you can see it from a distance because otherwise it's a little tough to envision, but that always sits right there down the center. It's like, again, your beautiful Alexandrites, and again, really, really rare stones to see them do that. Already color changing right before your eyes. So let's get to that princess cut. I've got 1125970 on the way. This is our quadrant of princess cuts, much like we saw last night, that a lot of you missed out on, and that's something I make little notes, sometimes actually on paper, most of the time just mentally, so that I can try to bring you as a follow-up, try to bring you something that you may have missed out on. So that was really a priority today. Lucky to find this one. It is the one and only like it with the princess cuts put together. What that accomplishes is basically to look like you're wearing one big princess cut right there in the center of your ring. And then, of course, down the sides as well. So you get a really beautiful look. It's platinum. And so we really upgraded you there. 43 points in total. Now, if you know the princess cut ring that was so popular last night, you probably remember one of the reasons it was so popular was the incredible value. Well, this one, even better. And that is a knife edge style. That means it comes to a point at the band. Instead of the band being flat or flush, come on over and take a look at it. We'll come in a little closer so you can see all the deets. But there it is. There's where you see that little knife edge band. So instead of being flat surfaced at the top, it's actually got this really cool little point. Now, it's not sharp. I know that term knife edge scares a lot of people away. Do not be. We would not make sharp jewelry. That's just not what we're into. So take a look at that. That's going to be your 43 points in the diamonds. Let's go ahead and blow it out right now. And look at that. The diamond brown brilliance down the sides. You've got that platform. Those are invisibly set. So there's actually no gold or prongs between the 4 diamonds that you see centered up, just a nice big frame of platinum around them. And we're going to do this for, oh yeah, under $1,000. You better believe it. It's not even $888 or $799. It's only $699, and I'll try it on for you. It's a smaller size right now, so I'll just pop it on as a pinky ring, but actually it would work well that way too because it really sits flush and more flat against the hand. So that actually would make a really cute pinky ring as well if you have been looking for one. Not every ring out there works as a pinky ring or thumb ring, but I think this one does. So $699 if you'd like to get that. Don't forget about our Winza, which is $949, which is the way we started. And of course that Alexandrite necklace we're just going to keep on rocking. I'm going to show you the piece that I would love to own, and I will own if by some miracle it's still here at the end of the day. It's going to be at number, let's see here, 112-3171. And let's see, we're at the end of March, so we've got April and then May, and then the birthstone we celebrate would be emerald, which is why I'm a particular fan of this piece, and I'm going to need to help it out a little bit. So here is our emerald cross. And on this Sunday morning, I really want to share with you something that is obviously a show of faith and a beautiful, bright, clean emerald, but also the glow. I love that there is a actual concave nature to the way that the cross comes in towards where the emerald is set. So it's actually almost tilted so it's a mirror. The mirror finish of the gold is reflecting. Do you see that green right up top? You see how it's reflecting into the gold. Not only is it a bright, clean, gorgeous emerald. I love that it's just 13 points, but again, they always look bigger. This is a petite style. That's why I love it, because I really love layering. When I wear necklaces, they're usually on the petite side, and I like to stack a couple of them available. I just think it looks really pretty and very chic, and then these are the pieces that you wear every day. With the diamonds at 7 points, and then solid yellow gold, and hey, we're throwing in a really good diamond cut roller link chain with it as well. Let's take a look at it from afar so you can see the size. And it is an 18-inch chain and does have all of the 3 classic lengths. Look at that glow. Even from a distance away, it just does not quit the glow here. And then you've got the mirror finishing, and I love those little points in diamonds. Let me give you a length. Seriously, I do. I should have just never shown this. I kind of have to. I don't really, it's not really allowed to reserve pieces, but my goodness, I love this. 5/8 of an inch, top to bottom. Let me show it to you on. And remember, there is going to be a lobster claw closure. It's a really good chain. Lobster claw closure and 3 adjustable lengths, 16, 17, 18. It's going to be $2 million. I really want to buy it. I love this one, and I have a lot of jewelry, so it's rare for me to just fall in love with something to the point where I go, I gotta have it. But this one is just the sweetest piece, and I have emerald pieces, but I gotta say, an emerald cross. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not. Only just to scare everybody away, Tone. I'll make it $499. That's it. We'll go under $500 for the chain and the pendant as well. You get it all. And $499. Now, Allison, what are you needing? Okay. Good. All right. So it sounds like we got some pieces from earlier that are going and verifying. Let's see who's got the cross, because no, there's no way that's sticking around. No way. And don't be polite. Just go ahead and grab it if you love it too, because you know how these pieces, the pieces you miss out on, you don't ever stop thinking about. They can haunt you. So if you're a real shopper, like I know I am, it's like, oh, those pieces you miss out on that you know were one of a kind opportunities, they haunt you. Who got it? Give Sharon my email. If she ever tires of it, I'll buy it back from her. Take a look at this. Sharon, well done. Here's our opal. Crystal opal fabulosity. And again, that's a lesson in dial in early, because a lot of times pieces are gone before the price even gets up there. So this is our opal. It's 112573. And don't forget about that Winza. Allison, is that what you're getting? Or are you getting the Alexandrite or the Winza? We'll find out. We got a lot of pieces going from earlier. I'm going quickly because we got a big premiere coming up in about 45 minutes. And this is a 210. Natural crystal opal. That is fabulous. Love it. And that's going to be our 210 crystal opal round. It has the bigger diamonds. Notice that it's graduated on the sides of the diamonds there. So you go larger up top where it meets the stone. Then they get a little bit smaller as you go down the sides. We'll do any gold you want. And it's even got little taper prongs. So there's a designer element to the prong tapering as well that makes it just extra chic. Why not have a great opal and have all the designer details as well? A natural phenomena stone. Oh yeah, we like that. It's called Play of Color. And it's playing. It's just some opals tend to play a little bit more than others, right? And that's what we understand about opals, is that there are a lot of different varieties of opal, from the black opals out of Australia to the Ethiopian crystal opals, which we have here, to the fire opals out of Mexico, right? We know a lot of different opals, and they all have different personalities to them, as most gemstones do. And this is all the different colors. Forget about one color or two colors of the rainbow. You get them all. Take a look at this. It's going to go. Excuse me, guys. I know it's a lot of back to back. When you do a whole week of shows in 48 hours, the voice takes a minute to just get going, because it's a little taxed, but it is. It's fun to do a whole week of shows in 48 hours. It really is. 5 shows, 48 hours, crazy, right? But here we go. This is a fabulous look. Let's just go ahead and blow it out for you. That one's going to be, actually, I'm going to take it lower than $19.99. And remember, this is the most harsh light for an opal by far. So if you're already seeing great color, which we are, there's some fabulous color there, that's a good sign, because it only gets stronger when you see it in natural light, in your real life, when you're wearing it on your hand. That's important. And look at this stone, and it's perfectly round. And then you get to see all the colors. It's not just from the front, but this cabochon is like a rainbow disco ball of colors here, and they're all just super elite. And you've got this great look where, yeah, that's natural through and through. And of course, cabochons, remember, flat on one side, domed on the other. The great prongs there. Let me show it to you on the hand as well. Wow, you could stack if you want to. Oh, if you could just see what I saw, just for that brief moment, taking it from the up close to the hand, just for a brief moment, it's out of all the spotlights, and it's just kind of in a more typical light. And wow, does it look good. You're going to love it. I'm even looking down on it. Just, yeah, I wish you could see what I'm seeing. It really is. We need, we need Lolo goggles. Yes, that'd be cool, right? See what I'm seeing, right? I think that's what we need. But you can stack if you want to around it. It's not even $9.99, so we've already gone halvesies on it, and that's pretty darn good. Any gold you want, any size you need, and it's going to be better than $9.99. It's only $9.49, so a huge value there. And thank you. Thank you to everyone shopping so far. Glad you're here with us today. Big premiere day. It's not every day you get to bring a stone that we've never had before. And today's that day. Coming up in 40 minutes, the countdown is on. 9:49. Allison, what are you taking over there? Oh, really? From yesterday? We've had a lot of that happening, actually. Which one are you getting? Oh, really? The 1378 round? Yes, I remember. Oh, I have it memorized. Oh, yeah. Remember we had the 1378 and we had the 1678? Well, the 1378 round is now spoken for from yesterday. I tell you, that's what you got to do. You got to make those calls and get in on those pieces if you weren't with me yesterday. And you got a chance to catch up with some of our favorites. Make sure you're capturing those before somebody else does. This one's $9.49 on a beautiful opal. And then we are ready to rock on. And don't forget about the princess cut ring. That one is beautiful as well. That's almost a half carat in diamonds in total. Who's with us today? Oh my goodness. Oh, well, hello, hello, hello. First of all, Kirsten, thank you so much. You are so kind. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you guys are so kind. Now, who is Miss Leopatra? That name is just, that could be, I might adopt that as my alter ego. I love that. Miss Leopatra, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, did you? I did not know. Oh, okay. She is, oh, yeah, she is. She might be my soul sister because she got those 720 earrings yesterday. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you did. Thank you for your kind words. You're so kind. And hey, Stacy, thanks for being with us. All right, so I love that. We got some new names out there that I haven't seen every day. That's nice and exciting. So welcome on in. And let's show you what we have in the all-star piece of all these rare exotics that we have together for you. Wowza. That YouTube community is growing and it is strong and it is fabulous. All right, coming up next, I love it. Let's go ahead and get you this one. Oh my, this one is really cool. So this is my all-star piece because it just is one of those rare and more rare, right? I think that this is one of those, okay, how can you actually assemble some of the rarest stones in the world together? It takes a major collector to be able to do this, and we are that collector. You think we're a jewelry network? No, we're just a family of collectors that really love gems like you do. And so we share those with you. Now, those on the outside, unmistakable, they're Paraibas. Those are round Paraibas in little flower designs. Then you have one centralized Russian demantoid and diamonds as well. Item number is 8087. This is just fabulous. Whether it's a floral or more of a star look to you or in your eyes, it is so beautiful. The bigger diamonds up top in the bail, the box link chain that's going to come with it, that is new. It is platinum set. It has got the, let's just, really just break it down. 6 points in that single Russian demantoid, which is the rarest of the demantoids. Then you've got 41 points in the Paraibas, and really beautiful blue greens there, and look at how they're just glowing. And then 39 points in diamonds for good measure in this beautiful medallion. It's not oversized, but it has that circular feel with some open cutout details, and then the box link chain with it. You definitely want to dial early because that is a priceless piece. I just don't know of anybody else who could assemble something like that when you're putting together a 6-point Russian and then 41 points in Paraiba that are matched, and then all those diamonds. I'm going to show it to you in a moment against the hand here, but I know there's a lot to include on that description. It's just a lot going on there, and it is in platinum, so we love that. And then this is the backside, so you can see how that's finished, and it's a good looking backside. And then of course you've got that beautiful adjustable chain that I'll show you when you see it from a distance. But it's also going to be 8087, 6 points on the round Russian, and then it's got the 41 points of the Paraiba and 39 points in the diamonds as well. Yes. Okay, Pat, you said? We'll show it again up close in just a moment. Let me go grab it. And I am stuck here at the moment holding this one up, but let me go ahead and show it to you on the hand so we can get this one at home. 18-inch chain, but adjustable. You can make it as short as you'd like. Boy, that's a real versatile piece too, because it's going to go with everything with that array of colors. But what do we have in common? One may be a garnet in the Russian demantoid. The other might be tourmaline out of Brazil, or I think these are out of Brazil. Actually, don't quote me on that, but it sure looks like they are. And you've got stones that share something, even though one's tourmaline and one's garnet. You share the fact that they are ultra neon. That's what they share. That's what they certainly have in common, and you see that right there. This one will be, okay, so we got a huge value on it, no doubt about it. It's not going to be $49.99. Even though it should. And this is how you adjust your necklace, by the way, if you've ever wondered. There's a little sliding bead, so you're going to make that as short as you'd like. You can go up to 18 inches, which would put it right about here on me. But again, you can go shorter as well. But I really want you to see those colors that are just so bright and neon. Captivating, really. We'll go back to it up close, and we'll get you a better value than even $59.99, $49.99, $39, $29. Doesn't matter. We're just blowing everything out, and then we've got that debut only 35 minutes from right now. And this one will be, ooh, I like it, under $2,000. $19.99 is actually going to go, I'm going to go lower. I need to, I want to, let's make it happen for you. Let's make it only $1,599. And by the way, Allison, who can I thank for shopping that Tanzanite from yesterday? Shirley, thank you, Shirley. Appreciate you shopping with me today. And then I'm going to go grab that for Pat. We got to go get that Alexandrite necklace just across the room. So $15.99 only on that one. And then let me give you a quick ring to look at. I'm going to have you look at the opal real quick. There's the opal, so I can go run across here and definitely go grab the Alexandrites. And this is, again, it's a tricky one, Pat, to show up close, but I'm going to zoom back so we can just hold it on up so you can see those stones because they are matched to perfection. They're very deep in color, which we don't always see with the Alexandrite, so we will show that coming up right now. And that is for Pat's request. So take a look. There they are. So this is how they sit. Now, obviously, when they have a little backdrop, like your neckline, they're going to look like that. And they're going to sit perfectly. But I want to show you the best way probably, hold on, let me see if I can do this. I want you to see the Alexandrites. We know what, like I said, we know what the diamonds look like. I need you to see the Alexandrites really, really well. So let me see if I can just prop these up so you can see what you've got here in those perfectly matching. And that is, yeah, it's tougher to do there, but you can see, let me put them up front so you can see what they look like on those ovals. They are matched. So Pat, I was examining these and they are definitely matched. And look at that, they just kind of shimmer and move and turn. I mean, it really is fascinating. Every little movement they give, the stone is changing color right before your eyes. And we only have one light source here, and it's fluorescent lighting. So just the fact that they're already changing here from blue, green to purple, and you can witness that on your, you know, right here on your television screen is pretty impressive. We see a number of Alexandrites, and they rarely do that. So you've got a really beautiful look there in that consistency, and then they're all linked together in their bezels. So the bezels are connected by O-rings. We're going to show you up close as well. Let me come in a little closer and show you what we have here, and we'll bring him to you. But remember, that whole necklace with the chain included in platinum is only going to be $9.99. So again, this is meant to sit in that nested style. I just want you to get a good look at those Alexandrites there and see how they're going to look. And then, of course, when it's upright on the neckline, they sit right in between, just like that, in between that oval. And it sounds like this one may be spoken for. And yes, you do get the chain as well. That's also done in the platinum. So beautiful look there. And then, of course, this really great style. I think that's cool how they move a little bit. It's kind of like those dancing designs we see sometimes, and we've seen of old, those really cool patented technologies, what we see. So the stones are looking amazing, aren't they? And even when you see when the piece is still, you've still got a little dance to those Alexandrites. So that is fabulous. And blues, greens, and purples all together. And then here's that diamond ring again. That's only $6.99. So just a couple of recaps here for you quickly. $6.99 for a platinum and diamond ring. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then don't forget about our demantoid and Paraiba look. And the opal. And that Alexandrite is here. So congratulations if you do get it. Let's go ahead and move right along. I know we're all waiting for our big top of the hour. And where, by the way, Andy, was that Pat, was it Pat K? Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for letting me know. All right, here we go. I got to show you one of our museum pieces today that is a thrill, and also my favorite. My other favorite's already gone, so again, what are you going to do? But this is definitely, yeah, that one is going to go very quickly. Just one of those that if I can only imagine what would happen if you wear that anywhere in public where there are other people present, and you wear a stone like that. It is one of the most breathtakingly beautiful looks I have ever seen in a gem, and I've been around them a lot. And that stone just is a bit of magic, isn't it? It's Rubellite tourmaline, which before the discovery of Paraiba tourmaline, this was considered the rarest of tourmaline. This one, it's really the indicolites and the rubellites that are considered the rarest of them all. This is almost 8.5 carats. It's an 849 Rubellite, pure Rubellite too, not just some pink tourmaline that's trying to be a Rubellite. It's actually a Rubellite. Now it's going to be that 112-8095. Check out that round. Extremely bright. Extremely clean. That's why it wouldn't be that bright if it didn't have a great clarity to go along with it. This certainly does. So it's going to be our 14 karat gold bridge. It looks lovely. You also have a major stone at 8 carats 49, but it's also going to be a 76-point diamond weight that runs underneath it. So that's where you see, and this is really fun because watch this, you get to see so much of your stone. You think it's only the top, crown, and table facets. No, look at that. And just the way there's that little bit of separation between the culet of the gem and then the triple row in the diamonds that are just, it's hovering in the perfect place. So I love that we keep it really open. That's on purpose, so you can see a lot of your stone, appreciate the depth of your stone. This is a round cut. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that one is going to go in a hurry, because I just think sometimes you just see something and you just know, you know at that moment, in that instant, you know it's yours, you know you've got to have it, and you know we're going to make it priced to perfection, so that you might even be a little surprised at how low we take this incredibly exquisite designer piece. And I will do exactly that, because I'm on a major mission here today. It's our last doubleheader day. So again, for about a decade, we only had one show per day on certain days of the week. The last few months, we got a little extra opportunity for, especially the busy time of year in the holiday season. We got an opportunity to have a little doubleheader, 2 shows on every Saturday and Sunday, which we've been enjoying a lot. But again, back down to, again, this is a new schedule starting on Monday, which is tomorrow. So no Monday, Tuesday shows, and then I'll be with you on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, and then Saturday and Sunday mornings. So still that morning, we're still going to have our weekend mornings as we have had for nearly a decade, but we are going to be discontinuing the evening show. So again, giving you really just, again, best of the best, really selecting those 15 hours a week are going to have nothing but the most incredible jewelry, and a lot of brand new that we have in the works. So lots of exciting things happening, but this is one that you need to have. 849, call me quickly. It's not going to be $99.99. That's what it should be. That's what it could be. I'm going to make it a lot better. And actually, I don't see that this has to stay in the white gold. If you really wanted to put that rich jewel tone into a yellow gold, you can. You absolutely can. If you want to go, I wouldn't go rose gold. Let's not even talk about it. I don't want to put that thought into your head. Don't get too creative. Just yellow or white will be fantastic. But this one will be better than 99, 89, 79, 69. When you got to move jewelry, and we got that premiere coming up in 28 minutes and 30 seconds, we got to move jewelry. So that means the prices have to come on down. And that's exactly what's happening all day long. And I will make this stunner, and if you think that's going to stick around for another presentation later, I would highly, highly, highly doubt that, especially when it's not even $7,000 or $6,000 or even $59.99. This is the ultimate high level. It's rare as can be. The price tags, if you actually find a true honest-to-goodness Rubellite, it's probably in an auction house, because there's never two alike. So the jewelry stores of the world, even the really high-end ones, don't usually have Rubellites, because they can't get consistency. And, you know, they've got to have more than one piece, because they have to have different locations, and they all have to have the same thing. And so even people make the mistake of thinking sometimes, well, if I go really high-end and I spend tons of money, they're going to have really unusual, unique pieces, right? It's actually quite the contrary, because they really don't have the opportunity to show one-onlys. They're really just showing pieces that are a little bit more pedestrian, because they have to have so many consistent pieces in every single location across the world. And that's where, again, I think we really, truly excel even beyond others, because we really do have that opportunity to bring you one-of-a-kinds, which actually don't exist all that often in fine jewelry. So that is a really big deal, to have these kinds of stones and this kind of level. And you know what? Not even $4,999. See, that's what I would expect is like the magic number that makes that just poof disappear. But I'm going to go lower than that, because I really want to send it out, and we got to try it on, obviously, so you can see how big that stone is. Doesn't sit up too high. Sometimes the bridge mountings, especially with the bigger stones, they can go way off the hand, and then sometimes we're intimidated by, oh, am I going to be able to wear that all the time? This one, not too much, okay? So it just really, look at that, perfect. I mean, just exactly, this is a view I love, because that is just stopping me in my tracks there. The way that is sparkling from the side, those crown facets, those pavilion facets you're seeing, that is sparkling from the profile of the ring. That is not something you expect to see. It's happening over here too. And look at that round, perched right there above gorgeous glistening diamonds, and it's not even $4,500. So we're in the business of moving great museum pieces today. And it's a Sunday. It's what we always do. We'll continue to do that on Sunday mornings. But here we go on a better than $45 or $44.99. I'm going even lower. So come on in if you want it, because pieces are leaving us quickly, as they well should. Because if you're paying attention to these values, and I know you are, probably realizing and witnessing miracles happen in fine jewelry pricing. And that's exactly what's happening right here. And the fact it's going even lower than this, at $44.99, amazing. Really, truly something that needs to be witnessed. And again, please check it out at home. If you think it's gorgeous now on your screen at home, on your television screen, wait till you see this in person. I'll do it for $4,399. And that one will say goodbye in a hurry. No doubt. We have a huge sapphire pendant as well in the blues. I've got some affordable all throughout the day. We've got big discount wheels for you as well, which we're going to start with soon. And $43.99 on this Rubellite. And I'm not a big fan of Rubellites typically because they are so inherently included, and I just really am a perfectionist in life, and so I don't like my gemstones to have inclusions. But I gotta say, this is one that is going to suit even the most particular of gemstone collectors, even if you're, again, a little bit like me, where you're going, I really just want to see clarity, and I know that's not possible in every stone, but I really want to just strive to see that. Here it is in a stunning Rubellite, and only just this fabulous one, obviously. So then we've got a quick little wheel, and it's a good one. Mahenge spinel lovers. Oh, speaking of, I did bring out a really big Mahenge spinel because I know there were fights the other day over my 2 carat. So I did bring out the next largest, which is a carat 58. So heads up, we're going to show that real quick. And then we've got a little wheel that's a nice little surprise for us, and we'll see that coming up with some big discounts as well, with some exotics. And now that's the Rubellite. Now here's the big Mahenge that I have. Actually, let's skip it and go right to our wheel, but there's still Mahenge on this wheel because I really want you to see what happens when we have Mahenge spinel in its ultimate bright clarity, because very rarely do you see them where you can actually see right through and transparency. That one has it. We also have a fabulous gold quartz. That one's big. And look at the pattern. Ooh, really cool how they centralized the 24 karat gold within that quartz. That's in the cutting. Obviously, Mama Nature figured out a way to put the precious metal in the precious stone, but then you've got this really cool, so far we look like florals. Well, I've got a little bit of, I mean, spring has sprung, right? It was officially spring a couple of days ago, so I wanted to bring out a very like highfalutin floral wheel here for you. And Tony's going, okay, so am I gonna put that on the graphic, highfalutin floral wheel? No, not necessarily. But again, they all have that floral influence, and all rare, rare stones, from the gold quartz to the Mahenge spinel to the corner rupine that I know it looks like Paraiba. It really does. I get it. But it's even more rare. So you've got 3 great stones to choose from. And no doubt they're going to go. It's a springtime trio. There's a little floral without being overtly so, right? Because we see floral jewelry all the time, and actual literal floral. These all have that influence to them. And there's one great price, so pick your favorite. And yes, a lot of diamond weight. The Mahenge, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the Mahenge actually has pink diamonds first. So you get pink diamonds and then white diamonds. So that's pretty cool. Pink and then white. Yeah, and there are 2 rows of pink diamonds around that Mahenge. So we're starting with one of the rarest pinky red stones in the first place. Then you add 2 halos and pink diamonds around that. Then you add another row of white diamonds around that. Ooh la la, we got a lot going on here. And then the corner rupine with diamonds every which way, that's a little more, I call it the squared off floral because it's got the points north, east, south, and west. Then your more clover style floral that is around the gold quartz with the pave, and it's around gold quartz and it's big. So get ready, because we've got some carat weights. I've got the 176 gold quartz. I've got a Mahenge spinel that is 35 points, but again, decked out beyond that. And then there's your corner rupine that is 89 points. That's going to be a just under 1 carat stone. And anything you want on this wheel looks like a $39.99 wheel to me, but it's not. It's going way lower. Make sure you call me right now, because otherwise, oh, and gold color change, it can happen on one of them, the gold quartz that's on the left side. That can be changed to a yellow or rose, but it's going to be pink and white gold. That's going to be the rose gold and white gold together for the Mahenge. And then also this one actually is going to stay in the white gold. We don't want to mess with that stone. That stone is really important. And again, white gold looks great with the corner rupine. It's the best way to show off those blue, green neons that you're seeing there. And any one you want. Oh, I really hesitate to do this, but I told you we'd be blowing everything out here for hour number 1 as our lead-in to our big, big debut, which is going to be, I haven't even told you yet, but you got to stay with me, 20 more minutes to wait, and we'll see what it is out of Brazil that is really fabulous and new for us. So we're excited about that. Stick around. You only got 21.5 minutes to wait. And then at 11 o'clock promptly, Pacific time, I will show you the 7 pieces we have only that are going to go out the door very quickly. Take a look at this. This is going to be your 3 rings. And again, change the gold color on the gold quartz if you like. Let's make them better than $3,000, $2,000, or $1,000. I take them all. I take them all right now. You could get all 3 and still be saving money on what one would have cost originally. And instead of 9.99, I'll go even lower. And again, change the gold here. Leave this one and this one as is. That is Mahenge with pink diamonds. The pink diamond weight, by the way, is 7 points. Then you got 52 points in white diamonds as well. That is not normal. You got 59 points in diamonds, pink and white, around your Mahenge. This corner rupine has a diamond weight of 30 points. Then we go with 26 points around the gold quartz. And let me know which one you like, because they're even better. This is so inexplicable to me. And there are so many people that tell me all the time, you know, I think I'm going to have to stop shopping for jewelry because I read somewhere online that gold's reaching record highs. Have you seen our show? It's like record, yeah, we're setting records all right, but the other way, the opposite way. We're selling gold for less than I did in 2005. And that was a long time ago. That was 20 years ago. I sold gold for more then than I'm selling it for today as I stand with you on March 23rd of 2025. 20 years ago, you would have spent more on any of these pieces than we're asking for right now. And this is how, and I know only 7 of you are going to get that big debut. I'm so excited about it. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if there are fewer of you because a lot of people might take more than one. But that debut is coming up shortly, 20 minutes away. But take a look. We got some values leading up to that. And they're $949 a piece, whichever one you want. And then we got to roll because we got a request coming up for a diamond band. The 107 diamond band is what somebody was looking for. And we've only seen it 8 billion times, but it's coming up because it's always popular, and we don't show it anymore unless it's requested because it's such a loss. We go backwards every time we sell one, so I'm thrilled you asked for it. That's coming up, and it's classic and it's stackable. Which one do you like? I'll try it on. We'll give you the details. You got it. Spinel already verifying. Let me go ahead and I kind of put them together as close together as possible because I really like how they look together. But look at that. That's the Mahenge. So no small ring there. No small ring. It's a Mahenge. That's a 35-point center stone. That stone that was only discovered in 2007. It is actually, oh, I can give you another hint about our premiere. Our premiere that we have actually was only discovered in 2004. So how about that? 2004. So another hint as to how young our new premiere is in general. So we'll talk about that. But here we go. That's a 2007 discovery, Mahenge Spinel pink, and then it's got the 7 points in the pink diamonds and the 52 in the white diamonds for $949. Okay, and then we've got the corner rupine, which is super rare, and that looks like Paraiba, but far more rare than Paraiba. And we do have the fabulous gold quartz, which is a one big carat 76 stone in the round with that centered up gold going right on through it. And only one of each. Let me know. We'll give it 60 seconds. Then the diamond band is coming out to play. And don't forget about the Rubellite for $43.99. That's the second on my wish list today. My first wish list piece is already gone. The Rubellite. I don't have a Rubellite. Mom has one. I bought her one years ago. And it's probably my favorite piece of hers. I love it. All right, so here we go. 46 seconds left. Do we have the Mahenge go? Sounds like we're verifying the Mahenge. And then corner rupine. Really bright, awesome blue-green, and just so rare. Take a look at this. This is one of the rare stones you can get, and that's going to be an 89-point light 1 carat stone. Look at that size of that ring, and it's all sitting up off the hand a bit, so it's elevated. 30 points is the diamond weight. This is the one that stays in the white gold, which is, trust me, the way you want to really show off that stone. That stone looks best in white gold. It's just like anybody else, right? Some people have, color they look really good in, right? Some gemstones have a color of gold that they look best in, and you just want to really defer to that. So there's the corner rupine, and then here is the fabulous gold quartz. That's going to be the 176 with 26 points in the diamonds. It is a round, and it has that centered up 24 karat gold. Almost looks like lightning hitting the ground there. Really cool, and a beautiful gold quartz, natural precious metal within a natural precious stone. Very cool on that one. So it feels very organic, and that's a trend we're seeing a lot in jewelry these days. So let's get to it, and let's get to the diamond band. Now, Andy, I know this was a request. Can we share who was so kind and so exciting to request this, because it's one of my favorites to bring? Marcia. Not Marcia, but Marcia. Love that. It's 1110536. Probably some of you know it. Some of you own it. Some of you may own more than one for stacking. When it comes to diamond bands, and we do several, we do many, this is the one to own. 107 in diamond weight. They go across the finger without being an eternity band, which are uncomfortable. I'll say it. I said it. I'm sorry. It's tough to wear an eternity band, especially with bigger stones. The bigger the stones get, the more money you're spending, but the more uncomfortable I feel like it gets, because then it's sticking way out. And this looks like an eternity band without the, first of all, the inability to ever size it, because I'm not a fan of that, because maybe someday, you know, you pass it down and they need to size it. If they were a different ring size, you can't size an eternity band. What if maybe you have an eternity band and one day you don't want to change the finger you wear it on? You can't size it. So it's really key, because a lot of diamond bands, they go straight up and down. There's a few diamonds and they don't reach all the way across the finger as you wear it. So then you're seeing gold band. That's nothing wrong with that. It's just I find it's a more elite look and very high-end when it's got diamonds that go from one side of the finger to the other, and that's what's happening right here. So you get that incredible style. It's 107, and let's also remember something here, that it's also going to be very, very important, because you've got the shared prong design, so it really lets the diamonds stand out. You've got the 7-stone style, so it's really important, 2, 4, 6, and 7, that makes its way across the hand, and then it also serves as a reminder that that's going to mean 15 plus pointers minimum each, okay, because it is a 107 minimum carat weight. Here is what it looks like on the hand. So that's what it's all about. Big, big look. They sit up a bit from the hand just so that they can be in the proper baskets to show off their light. And then you see here, it looks like it's made to fit you. It looks like it's made to order, like it's custom. And even if you have a bigger ring size, because this is a bigger ring size, this one is about an 8 or 9. So this one is really, again, showing you that sometimes as you get a bigger ring size, well, even if it's on a size 5 going to go across the finger, it won't in a bigger ring size. This does, because I think this is a size 9 right now. So it's definitely giving that beautiful look where, again, side to side is important. You can still stack it because we put the prongs, notice up close when you see it, the prongs are more inside between the diamonds. Do you see that? They're not actually out on the very corners where it's creating this big clunky square. Instead, it lets the round brilliance do their thing. It lets them show off. It lets their shape show off, and you really see how it's lifted and stacked in this band. So it's really beautifully done. And 15 plus pointers in VS diamond round brilliance, that's not something you see every day, or see affordably every day. And they're still VS, and they're still white as white can be. You see them here in white gold on a white background. That's computer paper that it's sitting on. So it doesn't get much more white bright than that. It's not like we're putting it on some dingy ecru background to make them look more glittery. And we do that very intentionally. So you can see if there was any dinginess, browns, yellows to those diamonds, trust me, it would stand out. And you would see that plain as day. Take a look at this. We're gonna go ahead and blow it out for you. Last call on this one. Man, I can't bring it out unless it's requested. We will be happy to oblige your request, but this is a loss for us every time we bring it, because, well, a lot of you are going, I've seen that ring, and it's a very tough sell to say, hey, you've seen it for this price, let's triple that. But you realize what's happening with gold and diamonds is probably why you might not be shopping fine jewelry other places right now. I'm staying tried and true with our amazing value that nobody can top, and we're gonna make this $999 for only a couple of you, because it's what we have here in stock, and that's it. And you can still get a couple, and you can still get white gold or yellow gold or rose gold, whatever you prefer, whatever you're gonna wear every day. But for $999, if you took out all the diamonds and were shopping a plain 14 karat gold band anywhere right now, you're going to spend more than that, than $999. And we all understand that. We know that. We see that. We get it. But $999 for that band, really something special. We have about 12 and a half minutes. I know you're all just waiting, and please, please be ready. If you're not registered, get registered. We can't place an order for you unless you're registered. So if you are one of our newer shoppers and you really love collectible gems, you want to be a part of this big debut, get registered, so that's done. And then if you are already registered and you're just ready for the big debut, well, you might want to call in right when we get to the top of the hour so you can be on the phone lines, because we're going to tend to show you all of them. I'm going to have to, so you can find the one that's right for you, because they're all very unique individual stones. Every one of them is completely different. So we'll talk about that. I'll introduce you to it. Some of you may know it. When you see it, you may have heard of it. You may not have. I don't know. I don't know what everyone's history is with gemstones, but I know this. TVON, in all of our years, and I've been here 8.5 years, we've never had it. I've never sold it. So we're excited about it. So that's going to be a lot of fun coming up in just a few short minutes. And then this is the diamond band you can feel free to take advantage of as well, because when that eventually is remade and comes back, it's going to be a very different price tag to get that diamond band home. So again, 15 pointers or more all the way across this luxury style, and then our debut is coming out just minutes from now. So really excited about that, looking forward to it. And then we're always going to do something real special. It's not like it's not going to take more than 5 or 10 minutes. to sell them out. So yeah, it's going to be brief, and then we'll have a couple hours left of jewelry. So just for part one, and then we'll do it again tonight. But here we are. There's a really fabulous new emerald as well. So we have seen museum collectibles already, but I wanted to do a quick giveaway on a Congo stone. There's an interesting stone we have that's around that is very rare, and it's the same color as this Congolese. And the band is here, yes. Thank you. Our Princess Cut Platinum band is gone, and that last band is still here. I don't think Marcia picked it up. So again, and remember, we got a couple available as well. So it's a really good way to go. Our larger diamond bands are all sold out at this point. So I don't have anything larger than that at the moment. Here we are. This is a really just big giveaway. That's what this is. Sometimes you just got to put up the giveaway and hope that someone recognizes it. That's exactly what I'm going to do, and I think everybody's going to recognize this because you guys know jewelry inside out. You could come up here and do this show. You know jewelry so well. You understand what value is, and you know when I'm going too low on something. You know it. You understand it. Let's make it happen right now. This is our Congolese, but very rich, intense color. It's item number 6699, and it does have a 476 beautiful pear shape. And then one of the most creative and unusual mountings we've done that incorporates both baguettes and rounds together. So you get all of that, and it's 1, 2, 3, as in a carat, 23 in your fabulous diamonds. They're going all around it. It is really exceptional. This is what we live for. We live for these one-of-a-kind rarities. We oftentimes go a little overboard on these mountings. This one was. Tended to be one of those that the mounting was so intense, as in not just the overall carat weight. We all see that, but it's the way you get there. Sometimes remember the journey and the destination. The destination is the carat weight. It's the journey. How do we get there? Do we do that with 100 diamonds, or do we do it with a few bigger stones? We went with the latter. Gave you the big baguettes, which are super rare, the rounds as well, put them all together, and now you have one of our best, and it's a blowout price. So come on in, because I know you don't want to wait on this one. It would not be wise to sit back and wait. You just need to get going and get to the phone lines. If you love it, I never say buy anything just because it's a great deal, but if you've already seen it, or you already love these stones, or you've wanted to collect these really intense varieties, oh, and look at that, the finishing, mimicking the design in some respect. And that's the under gallery. And then you've got this great stone, very clean. Let me get the fingerprint off of it, and then we're going to show it on the hand here as well. But this is ready to go in the white gold. Stays in white gold, it looks like. Yes, it does. Wow. Now that's a gem. We even see Paraibas that sometimes have this type of intensity of color. This is the Congolese. They are currently, to keep you all updated, they are indeed currently at the labs of GIA. Proud to say, thanks to TVON, we finally collected enough of the both specimens in the rough form and also a few faceted stones we took it upon ourselves to send it to them, and they are working on that. So getting you all the updates, and as soon as I have that, I will give it to you. So again, really, really important stone here, and yep, if it's got any kind of copper content, then oh my goodness, look out. The price tag should be 5 times what they are. Hey, Christy. Hey, Christy, glad you're with us, and you are super correct. So yep, I've given all the hints. It's coming up. We got 7 pieces only. It's something we've never had. We're going to bring it to you. It's coming up in 8 minutes, but here we go first. With a $7,999 ring, you see how it looks both ways here, pointing up, pointing down, whatever you want to do. But that is one for the ages. And if you love these rich blue greens, it is a mix. It's like a true teal. Think like an iridescence of the eye of a peacock feather. Very much that in gem form, coming to life with this beautiful clarity, faceting that's just second to none. And it's going to be better, a lot better than $79.99. Come on in, everybody. Welcome into Sunday. We're live with you as always. We don't do these shows to tape. We are showing up live. We were just here with you last night and the night before and yesterday morning, and we're going to be here tonight. But this is, don't go anywhere for the next few minutes, because we are about to debut something super cool and really collectible that, of course, you know I'm going to make it affordable, and a lot more affordable than it should ever be, because we're at That's TVON. So here we go. First caller on this one, under $2,999. I'm making it better than 29, better than 25. When you gotta move jewelry, you gotta go low. So here we are, making it even better than 25 or 24. I'll blow it out for $23.99, and first caller gets it, and then we are moving along. We got still a couple items before we get to our big debut. Any questions? How we doing? A lot of pieces going from earlier in this hour. Make sure you pick them up before they're gone. You have this one. Congratulations. Look at this. A huge star ruby. It's 1127931. I don't have a Burmese origin necessarily on on this one because I don't know, because I didn't make it, but it's 1127931. It is our star ruby. It is platinum. It is 682 in size. Whoa, let's repeat that. Nearly 7 carats in a ruby that has an asterism. And can we get in close? Can we just come a bit closer and take a look at this 682 star ruby with 46 points in the diamonds? Well done on the Congo. Beat the drum. You guys see the values, and we know you do. Look at that, 682 star ruby. Diamond weight has baguettes and rounds together, and you've got big rounds too. Big rounds on the sides especially. I love the way that's highlighted. So we stacked a baguette, semi-bezel, then the big round, then the rounds the rest of the way, and really framing it up. And brand new right now, we got 1 million backed up calls. So I think a lot of people are getting ready now. We still have 5 minutes. So we still have to make some room to get everybody in on the pieces that are leading up to our big top of the hour. But of course, that's coming up in just a few short minutes. And that's when you want to start dialing in so you can be ready. And we'll show you everything. Somehow, some way, I'm going to have to show you everything so you can pick your favorite, because they're all very distinctive and very different. Okay, so more hints on that, and really excited about it. But if you would like the biggest star ruby we have by far, actually it would be the biggest ruby we have. Biggest ruby, biggest star ruby. That's a naturally occurring asterism, so it's a phenomena stone, and it's going to be super affordable right now. Let's blow it out. Shouldn't that be 8888? That's what it says right here. 8888. Good thing I'm making up my own pricing. And I'm going with TVON pricing. Yeah, I'm doing low pricing today. That's not TVON, it should be LOLO, because that's all I'm doing today. I got to blow out some jewelry. We got to make this last doubleheader Sunday really memorable. How about this one for only $1,999? See? I'm making up my own pricing. $19.99. First caller on that one. And then that big Mahenge. We do have a carat 58. Mahenge Spinel. That is here as well. Gosh, I can't wait for that one. That's going to be important, and I know it's going to go quickly as well. So we got a lot of cool pieces on the way. Big debut. Just a few more moments until we get there. And I know that's going to be, it's going to be a little mayhem and madness in here. It really will. I do not anticipate any of those 7 stones. And they wanted me to only bring out a couple. I said, oh, no. We're going to bring them all out. We got to bring every single one of them out in one showing. We're just going to show you what, because otherwise you might get one today and then what, you can see one tonight you like better. No, we're just going to bring them all out, send them all out. They didn't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it. So here we go, $19.99. That's it on the star ruby. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. So you can get an idea. Ooh, it's a tiny size right now. But don't worry, we can size it for you. If you don't wear a size 5, no problem. Not a biggie. We will make that happen. And of course, you're normally going to see one asterism on that stone only when you've just got one direct light source on it as well. So there it is at $19.99. Okay, so let's also get one more item. I think we have time for one more item before we go. And it's our big sphene around. Speaking of peacock feather, I was just talking about a peacock feather color of that Congolese. I have a literal peacock feather, well, at least in jewelry design. What do you think of that? Beautiful sphene. Let's get this one up and out as well. Wow, razzle dazzle me. That is a beauty. 1127806. One of the rarest stones I can bring you. A color change sphene with green to start, but then the whole thing changes to red. If you are to change your light source and be in incandescent ambient lighting, you are going to see nothing but red and still all that beautiful dispersion. All those rainbow colors will be coming through. That is impressive. So now, and get ready, because we also have a beautiful Morganite today. I'm very excited about the Morganite. But here's our 2 carat 66 round. And raise your hand if your round is your favorite, because in this stone, it's where it really powers up. They look gorgeous no matter what, I must say, but the rounds have something extra special happening. That's our 266. You get 23 points of the pink, and you also have 119 of the white diamonds that just goes wrapping around your finger. So feathers would be really elongated if you went north to south, so instead we go around the east-west, around the sides of the finger, so you can really enjoy a bigger ring but still have comfort and wearability. And that's important too, because if you ain't wearing it, you probably shouldn't buy it, right? It's all about getting you something wearable and beautiful at the same time, and this is wearable and very rare. It would be rareable as well. Not a word, it's just something that again sounded right. So sphene, yep, as rare as it gets. Look at that. I mean, even when it's still, it just does not stop dispersing. That's what happens when you have one of the most highly dispersive stones on the planet. And it's finished on the inside as well, as you will see there. And then you've got, of course, a little bit of two-tone element to the gold, the rose gold for the pink diamonds, the white gold for the white diamonds. That's the proper way to do it. And we are going to get this 99 example out of here and very quickly, I must say, because this one will not be 99 or even half of that price. So thrilled to bring it to you. It is going to be not even $4,999. It's not even. We're going even lower, and we've got literally 1 minute left until our debut. So excited about it. Glad you're here. Stay right there. Call a gem friend real quick if they want to tune in to see what it's all about, because trust me, it is worth checking out. It'll save you admission in the museum this weekend. Just stay right here. Turn on your TV. Let's make it better than 49. I'll make it $3,999. For this rare as can be, you've got that beautiful color change sphene. This is a stone that is crazy rare in its more ordinary form when it doesn't change color. So the fact that this goes from green to red, and then you've got all the diamonds here in the pink and the white together, pretty amazing and lively as can be. So we're very excited about it, and that's going to be $39.99 first caller. And we're getting ready for a very special debut, which I'm going to show you before I tell you, because I actually have a big specimen of the rough material here to share. And so I thought it'd be fun to take a look at that. And this is a highly valued piece of material that I'm holding. It's pretty much, yeah, it's got like a whole, like, again, locking box, and it's got to be housed, and I only get to show it on the air for a couple minutes, then it's got to go back to the vault. This is probably the most precious piece of material I've had in my hands in some time, and around a lot of jewelry. So let's take a look as the top of the hour is here and welcome you to the show, and of course clean up our wheel if I can. And then let me share with you something that is going to give you, I think, a really good idea of what we have here, because this is the actual material you're going to see here in gem form coming up, and it's probably going to tell you what this is based on the color, but something we've had sort of in faceted varieties, but never had this exact specimen. Welcome to our show. It's TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. This is our Sunday Together Live. As always, we've got 2 more hours left this afternoon, and what we're looking at is the big premiere. I have 7 individual rings. That's it. 7 stones, 7 pieces, 7 creations that are all custom on a stone that at TVON we've never had before. I'm so glad you're with us, and again, thank you for joining me. And I've got 7 of them that are all very distinctive. This is the rough specimen form of what is called, now this is very, very unique. I've been telling you it's from Paraiba, Brazil. Well, I told you it was from Brazil, and now you know it's from Paraiba, Brazil. And you're going, that's a stone, right? Well, Paraiba is a place, and that's why we call Paraiba tourmaline Paraiba, is because it was first discovered in the late 1980s. It was 89. Hector Barbosa made this discovery in the state of Paraiba. So that's been adopted as the name for any copper-bearing, copper and manganese-bearing tourmalines that have this blue-green distinctive color. So we've seen a couple of Brazilian stones here in the past that are usually what? Teeny tiny little stones, like 2-pointers, 3-pointers. I think our largest is a 56-pointer I have actually in a box over to my right. What I'm going to show you here is actually the coolest thing. Talk about organic. This is where, and it happened in Brazil, in a mine that we're going to talk a little bit more about, and it's also known, sometimes they call it Medusa quartz. Sometimes it's called Guyalite. It's spelled G-I-L-A-L-I-T-E. But again, what it is it's Brazilian Paraiba crystals within the quartz gemstone that has got this almost colorless or milky white color to it. And you're going to get a chance. Now, we know how rare Brazilian Paraiba is, being the original find, being the fact it's completely mined out and has been for some time. We know that. So this is one of the rare varieties to get a bigger stone, a bigger example of it, because, well, usually they're 2-pointers, 3-pointers, 5-pointers when they're faceted. You're now seeing why it's so unusual to get a bigger stone. Take a look at this, because when you look at these, and again, you saw this is about maybe 3/4 of an inch long, this little specimen here. I mean, I can, it's like the size of it's about the size of a quarter, okay? So it's the rough material that we have, and this is highly, highly valued. This is all quartz, and then look at that. These crystals, that's the gram weight of the specimen, and I don't want to remove that because this is very valuable. But you see that within this quartz, it's got 3 up front here, and then through the sides, there's another crystal, and you see how this crystal grows, which is why you have so very little of it, or little stones when you see it out there, is because these are the way the crystals are mined. And you see that's no bigger than a ring that we have here. So that's going to give you, when you actually then extract that material, and let's say, again, if you were to take this out and facet it, which the intention is to leave it in this cool state. But you can see why it's such a big deal to get a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, because even though it doesn't all grow this way, this is a specific mine that was actually, it is in the state of Paraiba, it is from Brazil, and this is gem quality quartz that then has the blue-green inclusions that is the hydrated copper silicate that is Guyolite, which is found in Paraiba, Brazil. So again, sometimes you see it named Medusa quartz. That has to do with the formation of jellyfish and just the fact that it sometimes visually looks like that when you see it more in like little dots. These are actually all gem quality because they're bigger pieces of the Paraiba within. Sometimes it's just little dots, little specks, little round, almost like a polka dotted look. These are really important, and the reason we waited to bring something like this was when we could get really gem quality material. So that's the rough material. Now, you're wondering, that looks like that's really pretty, but how am I going to wear that on my hand in jewelry? Well, we have that solved. We have made, out of the 7 stones we have, some are, I gotta say, we have a round here that I'm really loving. We have ovals, we have rounds, and we have one fabulous pear shape. So that's going to be the breadth of what we have. I'm going to manage to show them all to you because obviously each one has a different pattern to it. Each one has different variations. So I want you to see them all so you can pick the best. By the way, do we have anybody who likes these, or do you guys want me to skip it? We can skip it. I wasn't supposed to show these all today anyways, but I moved it up because I figured it'd be fun to do on our last Sunday doubleheader day. But if you would like to get one, and I know what you're thinking, Brazilian Paraiba is really expensive, and the 2-pointers are thousands of dollars, and the 50-pointer I have is literally what, $16,000. If you're concerned about that, let me ease that that fear a little bit, because we are here to bring you a value, and I would not bring it if it wasn't a value. It's one thing to just bring something cool that nobody really has. It's another thing to make the really cool and rare a really good affordable deal, and that's what I'm here to do. I don't bring you, again, if I would be in a different industry, like a museum curator, if my job was to just to show people rare things. Where I really, really get excited is having the idea that you can sit at home and not only see rare things, but own them. Own them, have them come to your home, own them, wear them as beautiful works of art that you keep forever in your collection, in your family's collection. That's where I really get excited, is because if I can't make rare affordable, then it's great. We just all look at it and go, that's nice, that's nice. Oh, I wish I could. Oh, when I win the lottery. This is where you can actually own them. So I hold in my hand every one that we have right here. 7 individual rings only, that's it. It's going to be fabulous. You get the bright, beautiful neon blue-green colors of that Brazilian Paraiba that's embedded within. Think of it almost like how we see our gold quartz, or we see gold within a quartz. Very similar concept here, but it's all out of Brazil. So crazy collectible. Let me show you what we have. Keep in mind, there won't be one for $10,000. You're probably thinking, uh-oh. So she said affordable, but she means like $11,000, $12,000, $13,000. There isn't one that's over $10,000. There isn't one that's even $99.99. We're going to go lower than that. So let me give this, since I want to show you all of them, so you can pick the right one, whether you want the round, the oval, or the pear. We've got a couple of the ovals. We've got a round, and then we got one pear. So you already probably know what cuts you like. So maybe that's going to help you decide. But I do want to give you a little once over on each. But I do want to also get you on the phone lines, because I know a lot of people are going, I don't want to spend $9,000 or $8,000 or $7,000. You don't have to. Part of, again, my entire passion, and the reason I'm still doing this in my ripe old age, that I shouldn't be doing this anymore. But I will say, the reason I'm still doing this is because these are the moments I live for. It's one thing to bring you the same old every day. It's another thing to be able to have these moments in time, which I only got to share with you like 15 hours ago. I announced this debut like 15, 16 hours ago. We didn't get a lot of time to tell you about it. And I moved it up because I wanted to make this a very special day. So I figured with 7 of them to go around for the entire country and beyond, let's get them all to you. I'm going to show them all to you, but I want you to rest assured that there is not one that's $7 or $6 or $5,000. Not even a $49.99 piece. Every one that I have of the 7 rings, they will be under $4, they will be under $3. And you know what? I'm going to make every one of them under, and this is what gets me because this is unbelievable, and they're in diamond mountings too, in solid gold. They're in diamond mountings with our VS diamonds, and a lot of diamonds in a lot of cases. And I want you to know that every one of them is going to be under $3,000. And better yet, if this helps ease this collectability and this pie in the sky concept of can I own Brazilian Paraiba tourmaline in quartz, you absolutely can and should and will. Because out of everything I have here, and I'm going to show them all to you, then of course you can kind of get on your phones and get with your operators and tell them which one you're thinking about, get your eye on the prize and go ahead and say yes, because not a single one of them. They're all different prices. I'm going to have a couple tiers of pricing, but none of them are $29.99. None of them. And think about when you see these mountings, I know you're going, I haven't even seen them. I'm going to show them all because otherwise you're going to go, I want that one, never mind, I want that one, never mind, I want that one. So I want to show them all to you, and then we're going to decide which one you like. And obviously some are the big heavy diamond weights, others are a little lighter. I'm going to show them, but not one of them is 29 or 28 or 27 or 26. I want to make this accessible. I won't accessible. I would never ever bring something that's not a value. I won't. I just won't do it. It's why I honestly, there are pieces, they ask me all the time, why aren't you showing that? It's not a value. If it's not a value, I don't waste precious airtime on it. We can let that sit online or sit on a website or let people peruse it. If it's not a value, I don't show it. It has to be quality and value. And these are, and you know what? You're not even going to spend $2,500. I'm going to show you all 7 real quick. You tell me which one you like, and every single one of them will be $24.99 or less. So when you see one you like, and don't worry, some of them are much less. So let me show you how we start with the big one here. This is the one that's $24.99. I'm going to take that away, and again, I just want full transparency here. This is the one that has a ton of diamond weight. Look at that big. This is where you're going to get more of that big, again, can you imagine if that was actually weighed out in a carat weight, how amazing that would be? This is going to be the 527, and that's going to be our oval with a carat 31 in diamonds. That's the only one that's $24.99. Then I've got several that are going to be well under that. Look at this round. This is my personal favorite. I just want to show them all here. And then you let me know, and operators, what I'll do is I'll give you the price on the individual one you like, but if they're all under 25, I hope you can say yes. Wow, tons of Brazilian Paraiba there. Let me show you all the ones that are going to be here in the bigger sizes. I've got this oval, and these are all, we'll give you carat weights, but they're all going to be 3 carats or more that I'm showing you. The one in the middle is $24.99 because that's our really big diamond weight. And then look at this. I have all of, well, guess what? The only one that's $24.99 is the one in the middle. Look at this size. This is a 7 carat 33 with lesser diamond weight. So if you want to go like yellow gold, which by the way, that can be changed. Any of them can be changed in any gold color you want. But let's take a look at what's here and notice that's the only one that's $24.99. I'm going to show you the other 2 that I have because obviously that's 5 of them. And then keep in mind, the rest are going to be under $2,000. And then I have one that's going to be well under that. Look at that pair. That's the only pear shape we have. And then I'm going to fit one more in here because this is all of them. And then you can find which one you like the best. This oval, you got the yellow gold one. And that, by the way, Andy, is only $19.99. It's item number 8099. Operators, let me know and I'll give you the price. But they're all going to be, the only one that's $24.99 is this one. The rest are all going to be under $2,000. The yellow gold's already gone. I'll try it on. That one's going to be a 310, 29 points in diamonds there, and that is sold. Don't forget, which one? The pear shape is gone. The pear shape is actually only $16.99, Allison, for the pear shape. So $16.99, that pear shape is gone, 8118. So far, the yellow golds are going. And then I got one more to add to it because you haven't seen this one yet. And there's that other oval, which I'll swap with the round. I love the round. Has a lot of diamond weight. That one's got the Paraiba Brazil tourmaline. I know we're busy on the phone lines. We can't get anyone through. Everything actually $24.99, but everything else is going to be under $2,000. Yes. My 100%, I just love the round because I also like the way it's set. But if you want more Brazilian, you go here. That's got the most Brazilian that's present, no doubt. Do you like that oval? Which one? Round. Round is going to be that huge diamond weight. That one, by the way, Jess, is only $19.99. And that's the round. It's going to be at number 1128116. Take a look at the round there on the hand. And then I got to try the pear shape on as well. That's already sold. And now we only have 4 left. So let me know. They're going to be, here's the pricing on them, $24.99 for the middle. And let me do this. I'll just rearrange them a bit because we've got side, front, and we'll put the big ones over here. And then I'll give you some pricing here because it's still going to be, we got the $24.99 in the back center because it's a lot of diamond weight. And then the round is already gone, which is 8116. I want to try on the pear shape, Allison, for your caller really quickly. And then, yes. 7 carat, you got it. Here's the 7 carat on the hand, and that's going to be the 733. That's the one with a lighter diamond weight. That one's only $19.99 as well. So you get the big stone, a lot of gold, and a little bit more sparse on the diamond weight. That's 5 points. Yes. 527. You can, oh, that's the one in the middle here. That's the big one. That's the $24.99. That's really distinctively blue. What's that? The one on the left side. Are you talking about the big one, the 733? That one? That one? Oh. Oh, okay, rather the left side, you got it. So that's a different one than the pear shape, right? The pear shape's still gone? Gotcha. Pear shape's gone. All right, so we've got this one coming up. That's for a caller here on the line here. That's, by the way, the most blue. That is a 527. It's 8117. It's a 527 with the 131 in diamonds. Princess and rounds, and that's a great way to go. That one is verifying right now. And then Allison just got this one. So that's the one you like. And let me show it. It's got the double row on the sides here. That's going to be 8115, Allison, and here it is on the hand. Yes. The 527, the largest one, as far as the blue color, that one's gone, the largest diamond weight that is. So that one just sold, that's 8117. Here you go, Allison. That's the one I like for a lot. That one's gone as well. We have, I believe, did the 733 just go? Gotcha. Okay, so we have 2 left. So we have those 2 left. The 7 carat 33 is on the right, and then the one that we haven't talked much about, which is really centralized. The cutting's really cool because that's very centralized, the way they did that through the inside, and that's going to be a 298 with 67 points. And by the way, that one's only 1888 right there, so that's a more affordable one as well. So let me know, Andy, if anything gets swapped out or anything, but I think I'm right on, right? Everything's gone but those 2? All right, because it's been a lot of madness here on the phone line, so thank you so much. Only 2 left. It's 1888 for the left side, and the big one, that's the largest carat weight we have, 733, is only $19.99. So there's only $111 in difference between those 2. They're both in gold. That's white gold, but you can change that if you'd like, and then we'll move right along. But that's our big premiere, and now they're all under $2,000 because the only ones that are left are those 2. And this one's $18.88, and this one's $19.99. And you can see that really cool Brazilian Paraiba, that unmistakable color of Brazilian Paraiba in the within the quartz there, which is so just really cool and stunning. So well done. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad we got to bring those. And I told you that wouldn't take long, but we have 2 left, and that's it. So last call on either one. Again, 298 right over here. That's got that really interesting triple split shank with the 67 points in diamonds. And then we have the 733. More minimal diamond weight, so it makes it really wearable. Huge size. Nobody's going to miss seeing that one. And it is awesome. So either way, it's either $19.99 for the right or only $18.88 for the left side. And don't forget about that gorgeous Rubellite that we have, and that's our last call on those collectibles right there. So again, really rare and out of Brazil. These are Brazilian tourmaline within the quartz. I mean, everything right now is all about like organic and really cool different styles. This feels very wearable. I do, with the Brazilian Paraibas and the Mozambique stones, you don't get large stones. If you do want a faceted stone, I do have one coming up as a special later. This is the faceted material, so you see the color is the same, and the color is really true even when it's encapsulated within that quartz gem. So $19.99, $18.88, last 30 seconds, then we move on, and that'll be it. That's all we have. It's everything. There's no more. There's none tonight. There's none later on. There's none next week. That's it. Yes. Oh, they're going with the 298. All right, 298. I do love that because they really centralized it. Here it is on the hand. It's a 298 with 67 points, triple split shank. We now have, whoever knew we'd have the largest one remaining as our last one left. The 733 is the only one remaining. That one is sold. We'll give it 10 seconds here for the 7 carat 33 collectible there. Yes. You got it. Here's the backside of that really cool triple split shank. And look at that. That Paraiba goes straight on through. It's not like a little slice or sliver within. That gem material is all the way through that stone. So if you had a carat weight, if it was possible to get a carat weight on that, it would be really, really interesting and really overwhelming. So yeah, it does. It kind of does, Laura, doesn't it? She was seeing a little bit of a heart shape. I agree. It's kind of picking up some glare, but there's a look at it. Andy, did they see that? It almost does look like a little diagonal heart shape. So that one's gone, and then we have one left. It's 1128120. Let's get this one gone as well because that one has a really kind of a wispiness to it, that really unique look. Diamond weight is a little lighter, but how about that 7 carat 33 with 5 points in diamonds? So well, 6 out of the 7 completely gone. Congratulations, and just our 733 remains. Okay, next up, there is lots more to get to, and what I really was excited about, also out of Brazil, but totally different stone. We're going to go to the beryl family, and we're going to look at my other favorite. I just can't get enough of this. I can't stop staring at it. This is one that I just adore. It's Morganite in the true pure pink variety. And look at that in the rose gold. You can switch it if you want to. Thank goodness for that, because I really like these pinks in white gold better. If it's the traditional color of Morganite, the more basic, I like them in rose. But when it's pink like this, I like it in white gold. So the good news is, please use your imagination a little bit and think of it in white gold, because I think it would look even more fantastic in the white gold. But it does have the double row in the diamonds, and it does have that bridge setting. And this is item number 1128096. And after a big premiere, well, it doesn't mean the show stops. We've got an hour and 42 minutes left of just part one of our Sundays. So we got to keep bringing the value. And this is how I wanted to follow up our big debut, because right, otherwise it feels like a little letdown, like, oh, all those pieces are almost gone and that's the debut, so I guess I can, depart for the day. I would stick around for what we have, especially when this 321 is coming out to play. So again, well done on the Brazilian tourmaline in the quartz. So glad we had those, and it was a lot of fun, wasn't it? So now we talk Morganite out of Brazil as well. This is still that private collection material that is true pure pink that we have, plus the diamond weight is 67 points. And well, that didn't take long, but I'll tell you what, I still want to get everyone here and ready. I want to get over, I know we were kind of I love that kind of stunned kind of feeling we get when we see something so new and cool and different and unique and all of that. Let's make this really easy and forego the $49.99 price tag that we're supposed to get on this Sunday and make it a whole lot easier for you right now. This is going to be a winning deal. Call me quickly. 67 points. That's a double row, all perfectly matched white diamonds that are running underneath your stone, and yet you really see them through it, because when you have an Asher cut, there's a little less, it's interesting. I don't want to call it a simple facet pattern, but you can really see through it, as you're seeing right here, even at this angle where we're kind of peering down on it. Look at the way you see the diamonds through that stone. Whoa, look at that look. Here it is. Look through the sides of that stone. Look how really intense a pink that just became. Double prongs in the corners, and I love that we're going to do better than $49.99 for you as well. So this is the time to holler at me here, and let's make it happen. I'm going to put it on the auction block just to make sure we got your attention here still, because we got a ways to go here, and we got a lot of jewelry to show, and we got a lot of jewelry to discount. And that's really the idea. So get ready on this Sunday to do some shopping. But more importantly, when you're shopping and you're saving, is it really shopping if you're saving? Because when you're shopping a deal and a discount, that makes it even more special. Take a look at this. It's not going to be $49.99 at all anymore. Let's make it a lot more interesting here and get it out the door. How about an auction for $3,000 to get this one started on that true pure, it looks like a diamond pink kind of color, and it really is breathtakingly beautiful. Asher cut is rare. The double row in the diamonds that goes underneath, it could not be better. And I'm so glad, I'm so thankful you were here to see that big premiere. Thank you, everybody. I love that we get to bring you something fresh and new like that. And again, just one left, so if you want that 7 carat 33, that feels very collectible. So that's the one to get. And then anything you have questions on from hour number one, we got a few pieces that are still hanging out from hour one complete. But let's do this. I don't think we're digging 3,000. That's okay. I make it work. I mean, I work to make sure you can get the price you like. And if we have to sacrifice and get it down even further, then so be it. How about 25? How about 2,000? $10 increments only. Bridge mounting, consider getting it in the white gold. I think you'll be very impressed and very happy if you get it in the white gold. I think it looks even better. I really do, because the contrast with, that way the white diamonds show off so beautifully, and you've got a consistency with the white diamonds and the white gold, but the pinks of the Morganite show off even more so when you get the white gold, because it's a contrast. The pinks and the rose gold are just two very different looks. I just wish it was in white gold, and I think you'll be very happy, and we're going to do it for you for free if you'd rather in the white gold, but that would be the way to go here, no doubt. And I will make this better than you know what, let's skip that. Let's not even do $2,000. I know we come off a big premiere like that, and we got to do something really interesting. So how about we go to $1,500 on a 321 private collection Asher cut, very unique, and $15 to open it up. $10 increments, that only matters if we get the open, which I would have a strong feeling we will. when it's a $1,500 open on a Morganite that looks like that. So let's get it going. We got 60 seconds to get this one started. We've still got big Tanzanites and Mehenges. I do have a Paraiba special today as well in the faceted variety, because you know that's going to be requested. Of course it will. There's naturally going to be a need once we've seen the rough material, the rough crystals within the quartz. We definitely want to see some of the faceted material that's more traditional. We want to see that as well, and we will. So let's see if we've got an open here first. Only $1,500 to get it started. The mounting should be more. It's a big tower of gold. You've got a wider band that is really finished to perfection on the inside, which I will show you now. There's that width of the band. Why not? That's one that is just really well done when you think, who's skimping on gold? Everybody else but TVON, not us. We will not skimp. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. Take a look at that. The way that's, no takers. All right, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It's my favorite ring of the day besides our Rubellite, and the Rubellite's still here. So go figure. My favorites, not your favorites. That's okay. I like the unusual stuff. But here we go. Do we have the open? Never mind. We've got the open. Who is it? Holly. Hi, Holly. Well, Holly's got the $1,500 open, so I guess I'll ask you this. Is there anybody else who would like to give it a try? If anybody else would like a chance to come on in and potentially grab this one, you got to be in on the phone lines. Holly's got the open at $1,500, and I'm not going to quit. We got to make sure that this one goes, and we know it will, but we're a little bit, okay, we're drastically under cost. If I'm just being, again, you know me in transparency, like I have no other way, okay? There is no filter. So we're looking at a piece that is dramatically under cost here, and we only have $1,500. It does not cover the mounting, but I figured that would be a lot of action on the phone lines. That was the goal. This is something that is nowhere else as far as Morganite. Morganite is, but we're getting very specific with the quality here. It's the quality and the color of this Morganite, also the cutting, that makes this very, very unique. And I think I'm going to have to clock it here, right? Yes. Just checking out. I got to look under the monitors to see my phone bank, those beautiful faces out there, and see if anybody's talking about it. We may be wrapping this thing up. It will sell. It's just a matter of, do we have anybody who wants to go a little bit, and I mean a little bit, $10 increments only, a little bit over $1,500 to get a Morganite that looks like that into your collection. The highest end we have, the beautiful color, all of that. And we're going to see if we've got anybody else who wants to challenge Holly's bid over here. It's the open. It's only one bidder so far. Let's give it 2 minutes. Should we? I know. I'm gonna need a new box of jewelry here today. We're going through it like crazy. So that's good. We got 95 minutes left. I'll fill it up with something. But this is the way to get, I'll tell you, it's the only Morganite of the day. Unless you have some request we can bring out from like 8 months ago in a vault, we can do that. But this is the way to get an Asher, a really, really rare cut that, normally would give a little more pale appearance, because you're starting with a stone that's a little bit lighter saturated to begin with. And then if you have the Ashers or the emerald cuts, when there's more open cutting where you're seeing step facets, that's the beauty of it. But also it tends to make the stone look a little lighter. That is not the case here. And maybe we need a little refresher of what this one's all about. Take a look at it. It's at 15. And shall we give it a last call? Let's do it. Let's give it a last call. 2 minutes on the clock, and then we will. Apparently it's going to be a good old-fashioned blowout. So here we are. I've got less than 2 minutes remaining on this beautiful, it's diamond pink and then some. It's almost got a little lavender to it, doesn't it? And that's why it makes even more sense to put an open cut like an Asher in this mounting. Even more so than when you have like a cushion cut or a round or an oval, because you really get to see the diamonds that are underneath. You're seeing them gleam and glisten all the way through, like you see. It also makes when you see the diamonds through the stone like that, it looks as if they are pink diamonds underneath, doesn't it? And that's something that also carries through if you do opt to, if you choose to leave it in the rose gold like it is, it'll give that appearance. If you want to change it up, I recommend it. So I don't recommend yellow, but I do recommend white. And do we have any questions before we go? Let's try it on again and also show you the inside, because that seems to be something we sometimes miss a little bit. So yes, we're going to look for 15, 10 or more. There's the inside. So you see how this bridge is finished. You see how the piece is wider through the back. I mean, that's no 2 millimeter little dental floss thin little mounting or little band. That is a wide band of gold through the back. And then here it is on the hand again, as we are in last call. 40 seconds remaining and this will be gone. It will be gone in very short order here. So here's your chance. Here's your time. Let's see if you can get in before the 35 seconds expires. You do have to be in before the clock hits 0 to participate. Wow, look at that gleam off that stone. Lovely, isn't it? We have one left, by the way. I hear somebody on the phone line, they're talking about those Brazilian Paraiba specimens in quartz. I love it. There's still one left, and it's the big one, the biggest one we had of all. The big one is still here for you, but this one, 10 seconds. Yikes. Let's go. Yes, we do. We need to make sure this one, I know it's going to go to somebody. We're waiting to see who it will be. We're looking for $1,510 or more. Do we have $1,600 or more? Come on in. That's too good to be here for that kind of price when there's an Asher cut, and you're going to love it in the white or the rose, but I think the white gold's the way to go. That little wax finally came out of that little. Did y'all notice that? I noticed when I turned around there was still a little bit of wax polish in the undergallery there, and then it just came out. Which one do you need, Allison? Are you talking about the 733? Oh, the Paraiba demantoid and diamond necklace. Yeah, it's here. Okay. All right. So we've got someone mid-auction talking about some piece, a piece from earlier. Okay. 1,500. Do we have 1,510 or more? Got it. Sold. Let's go. Move on. And do you want to see that again, Allison? I can show it here again. If you want to see what you may have missed, it is Paraiba, Russian demantoid, diamonds, all together. Thank you so much on that Morganite. And here we go with 1128087 as a recap from the hour number one. One of the most unmistakable. I love it. Again, the creativity of putting neon and neon, but two very, very different colors. And that was only $15.99, by the way, with a 6-point Russian demantoid, lots of the Paraibas in the rounds as well. So they are not only beautiful neon stones, but they are glistening in those round cuts that we love. And it is just a beauty, isn't it? And that is a great way to go. So that's $15.99. Again, it was, I don't think we have the length up there. Did I thought I measured it. Let me go ahead and do it again for you, just so you can see it from a distance away. Get the chain all situated. The chain comes with it. It's adjustable, 18 inches maximum length. Let me see what we have as far as length on the pendant. Where'd my ruler go? It's like doing Pilates up here. Staying here, grabbing the ruler and zooming in and out. There we go. It's a good thing too. These two-a-days don't leave much time for the big 8-mile run. I know, I'll take any excuse. I do that Monday through Friday. That's fine. That's fine. I can take a couple days off, right? Standing's got to help for something, right? It's got to. Standing and screaming, it's got to count for something, right? Some kind of aerobic activity. That's going to be 7/8 of an inch. Allison, do you want that one at $15.99? Oh, you do. All right, so that one's gone. Congratulations on that one as well. Here is my blue zircon discount. I did want to get this one in for you. This is 112-6427. Yes, deep, deep saturated color. Stunning. Cambodia, blue zircon, and don't forget, thank you so much on, again, both those last pieces. Gosh, we have such winners today. Such an amazing selection. I'm going to zoom back a bit on this one. It's A6427, and that is the 480. Very saturated, intense. Cambodian blue zircon, and it has diamonds and diamonds, and it's a whole platform of diamonds. 124 is your diamond weight. Outstanding white gold. It's actually 18 karat gold. We even upgraded the gold purity there, and then it's got finishing on the inside as you see. And there's a new drop in price on this one. We've seen it a few. Look at that. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different discounts. Well, I think it's high time this one got its home. And that's what I'm here to do. Let's make sure it goes out. Started at $89.99, making it a lot easier than that. It's no longer $8,000, $4,000. I love that half off. I'll take anything that's half off. Half off is when I really start salivating. That's when I start to get like the clammy hands, right? Do anyone get that like little shopper's high? I really do. I love when something that I love is on sale. And this is where the finest natural gems, great diamond mountings as well. This one's better than 4, it's better than 3, and it's better than $2,500. This is one of our premier stones. I mean, we're talking about one of our best. Come on over and take a look at it. We'll make that $24.99. That's it on the blue zircon. Another onesie for you. And then we do have, I've got a DBTY. The 110 is back. The 110 just came into stock. So as soon as those come back in stock, we tend to bring them out because there's such a backlog of lovers and people who have been asking for it and requesting it for a very long time. Let me also remind you that I have a massive sapphire here in a pendant. This is the new blue sapphire pendant. So we have not had a sapphire of that size in a while. It's almost 3 carats in size in a royal blue. So we have that too. Big emerald is here, the Mahenge. Did you guys miss out on the 2 carat the other day? I brought out the 158 for you that will discount accordingly. And $24.99 the zircon. Let me try this one on. And here it is. Oh man, that feels good. 18 karat gold is very powerful. It's very hefty. But then you look at the sides. It's got great basket work there off the sides. $24.99. Wowza, that should go. That's a great, and again, it's all about the color saturation of that stone. Yes, it's a good size at almost 5, and yes, it's got a big diamond weight at almost 1.25 carats, but that is really precious material. I do have a very cool pair of earrings that we've never had the likes of before. And the last time we saw something like this, it was actually a little unexpected. This is natural Peruvian pink opal, and look at the cutting. This swirling briolette cut with so much dimension. Aren't those pretty? We're going to show those next. Why not? We need some earrings. I feel like it hasn't, yesterday I had earrings that seemed like the entire day. Today, haven't had one yet. So I feel like we need a beautiful drop Omega style. The Omega backs are always popular because I know they're very easy. I agree, as someone who tries on a lot of earrings every day. I do enjoy that we have the Omega back here in a drop. They are very, very easy to put on and very secure. And then you don't ever need to worry about backings either because it's all completely just connected as one. But it's item number 1127848, and this is a pair of 22 karat 27s total in pink opals among the 4 stones, and even the pear shape up top has this great scallop detail design. So you see that, how it's actually a scallop texture across the top of the pear. And then of course the entire briolette. We say briolette because it actually is like a full-bodied stone. It's not flat on one side. It's completely rounded. I know it's this teardrop shape, but it's completely rounded. So instead of having a real backing, there is no back, which is perfect in an earring because maybe you like to have your hair up or your hair back, or you have short hair in the first place. And so people don't just see your earrings from the front, they see the side profile and the back as well. And that's important. And so 2227 of the pink opals, actually, that is just the briolettes. Hold on, I've got more. That's just in these 2. The extra carat weight is a 131 pear shape, so you get 131 here in the top, and then diamonds, and they're all in 14 karat gold. The diamond weight is 4 points, so they are accents. Let me show you what they look like from afar. The length, the drop, this Omega back styling that they have, those are rich. They're rich looking, right? You don't have to be rich to own them because I'm going to really help out the price, but they are very rich and very go with everything. When they're a soft pink like this, it almost reminds me of our conch pearls. It is 1.5 inches in total, top to bottom length. This is what I mean by Omega. So there's a hinge at the base. It's a post, so you do need a piercing in your ear. And then you flip that down, put that post right in, and then up it goes, and you are done. That's it. And it's very comfortable, very comfortable. If someone, if anyone's never experienced an Omega back before, it might look like they pinch. Oh, they don't at all. They're so comfortable. I find them more comfortable than a post and butterfly, and they're definitely easier to put on, especially if you're going, yeah, I have nails and I don't do well with those butterfly backings. So that's what they look like from a distance away. How precious are those? How beautifully, I mean, just softness. There's a real femininity about them, being that softer color. I just love that they could go with, I mean, I'm wearing like this bright chartreuse green, and yet they work. They just work. They work so, so well, and I think they're going to work with everything. And then, of course, you're getting piercing coverage as well, and they're going to be a really cool value. And call me early, of course, because this is not something we can just sit here and sell all day. Let's take another look at them close up. Yes, Jess? Crystal opal again. Of course I can. I will, and I can, and I will do it next. Who was it? Hi, Paul. All right, so Paul. Yes. Oh, good. Susan, thank you. I'll put that aside for you, and then we'll show the opal again, and I'll measure it for you. The millimeter size, Paul, it's coming up, and I'm going to do it right now. So, Paul, get ready, because I think if this is still available, and I'm not sure if it is, but I guess it is, take a look at this. This is the opal. I just wish you could see what I see as far as the colors go. It's the crystal opal we had in hour number 1. It's 5730, and let me just do this right here live. This is the millimeter size. So we obviously talk about carat weight on the 210, but this is the millimeter diameter of the stone, and it is exactly 10 millimeters in the round, Paul. So that's, and of course you see from every single angle all those great colors it has. There's a stackability about it. If you do want to add a ring to one side or either side, you can do that. But 210 on the natural crystal opal, and then those diamonds actually graduate. They start really large and then they get a little bit smaller, but it's a very subtle graduation, and you can have any gold color you want, and that was $9.49 earlier today. So we'll go back to our earrings now, and again, 10 millimeters on that opal, so let me know if you'd like that one. And these are just outstanding, and we need a price tag that's going to help blow them out. Because if you love them and you're thinking $69.99 is too much, that was my thinking. Just because I know an earring like this that's super rare, we want to make it, and I know we don't bring a lot of Peruvian opals, so we really want to make an impression if this is what you love and have been waiting for. Got to do my due diligence and make sure it's affordable for you to say yes. So I will skip $69.99. That looks like, it looks like very cool history, estate, vintage piece. But again, we don't sell used jewelry, so it's not been worn by anybody except tried on by me. And that's the thing. It's not worn jewelry, it's not used jewelry, but that also means that sometimes you don't always get these nods to yesteryear in the design, and yet we've done that for you here. And $69.99 is going to be a whole lot better than that. So all we got to do is get you on the lines here, make them yours. How about under $2,000? And that's the beauty, is that great spiraling effect of that cutting, which is so complex to do. Sorry for the water, guys. I mean, that's just water, so don't mind that. But $69.99, going to be a lot better than that. And that's what's so cool, is this swirling effect. So actually, as you see it, it's not straight up and down lines. It's got the briolette, looks good from all the angles, really does just kind of spiral a bit, which is cool on a stone that's opaque, because you know, we're used to seeing these brilliant, beautiful, faceted stones where we see a lot of light and flash and fire. It's nice to have something done a little differently to a more opaque stone, because there's not going to be that brilliance, right? They're about softness. They're a little more understated. They're really very feminine. Like I said, I think that really is the word on these earrings, and yet they're not going to be $69. Let's make it even better. One caller only. They're not $2,000. I already dropped it below $2,000, and I want to take them lower than $19.99 if I may, just to make sure they go, as we are approaching our last hour of part one of Sunday. It's our last doubleheader Sunday, last doubleheader weekend day. We're going to be with you. No shows on Monday and Tuesday starting tomorrow. So if you look for us tomorrow night, we will not be here. Don't panic. It's just a new schedule. We're going back. We had 9 shows for a minute, and we're going back to our normal 5. Okay. They'll all be online. They'll all be on TV. I'm with you for all of them, Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday mornings. Okay. We got that done. But $19.99, they're not $1,500 or $14.99 or $13.99. Let's make it easier. I'll do them for $1,299. Then we're going to take a brief look at our DBTY. The 110 is back, so we have to bring that out. And just a few pieces left from earlier in the show, including my Rubellite, my precious $849 Rubellite. You know what I think my favorite part about the entire earring is probably this little link design here that almost looks like a door knocker, heart shape leading into this fluted style of gold, the bezel set pair, the diamonds creating that chevron. They have just reduced a $7,000 pair of earrings to $1,299, and that luxury drop look that is so unique. So well done there. If you get them, I hope you do. Hey, Pamela. You're very welcome, Pamela. It's my pleasure. Oh, oh, Pamela, that's sweet. Well, yep, we're almost there. Thursday's a big day. Thursday, the 27th is one of my favorite days of the whole year. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. I am. I'm beyond excited. It's a fun time of year when your basketball team is doing really well, the hottest team in the NBA, and then your baseball team is going to hopefully have a great year, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I'm a happy sports camper. I just need to maybe see a game, but maybe tomorrow I will. That's the beauty of that. We're going to be just, again, Monday, Tuesday off. So again, if you're going, wait, did she just say Monday, Tuesday off? So if you haven't heard, we have a slight schedule change. I know they've been happening like frequently. Hopefully this will be the last one for a while. We don't know, but we hope. And Monday, Tuesday off. So Monday, Tuesday, no shows. Tuesdays we're off for like the longest time. And we're going to revert back to that. It's just going to be Monday off. So again, I'm going to stick to 5 shows. 6 shows in 4 days is a lot. So I'm going to do 5 shows. The normal 5 shows, 5 days, you know, that kind of thing. And 5 shows will be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, 5 to 8. That new time that took effect a while back, that's staying. And then we've got our Saturday and Sunday mornings. They ain't going anywhere. It's just the nighttime shows. Bye-bye. So morning only, like we did for like a decade. So we're going to kind of revert back to the way it was just a few short months ago. So $12.99, here we go. That's the earring. Let's show this Rubellite again in case you weren't with me. For the very first, I know I probably got a little excited and showed this a little early, but hey, I couldn't help it. It's a fabulous stone. That is a good one there. So that's going to be the huge Rubellite 8095. Did have that earlier. So really, really beautiful look, and only just that one, and that's a very, very high-end stone, no doubt. And yet I got the price down to $43.99. So you can't beat that. And no opal lovers out there as far as the pink Peruvians. I mean, here we have fire opals, crystal opals. Black opals. I love that opals are also different just depending on where they come from. We get our best Australian opals. They're the lightning ridge black opals. Then we get the crystal opals out of Ethiopia. And then we've got the fire opals out of Mexico. And now we added Peru to the mix, which is a lot of fun. So a lot of different opals out there. Let's get to our 110 diamonds by the yard. I just can't say enough about this. And yet every day we field hundreds of requests for diamonds by the yard. And there is one that tends to be very, very popular because I think it's the length. Two things about this diamonds by the yard that separates it from the rest. Number one, it's the longest length we do in the traditional style. So it's a 20-inch instead of an 18-inch. Let's show it on the hand here because this is one that we're going to make brief here, but I know a lot of you asked for it and request it. So when it comes back in stock, I try to bring it out as quickly as we can. This is equal spacing throughout the entirety of the necklace, but look at this also. The diamonds go from one side to the other. There are other varieties that just have a few that go right down the middle and basically stay in the front. This is all the way around. The only exception is where there's adjustability because we want you to be able to wear it on different lengths. So we've got, instead of 16, 17, and 18, 111, 16, 54 is actually going to be 18, 19, and 20, which is a preference among many. So that I thought would be a nice one to bring back very briefly. It could be, and I think I have it, you know, again, just kind of look there. They're going to turn and twist, but there's an open bezel front and back, so it really looks gorgeous on. And they're all about 1.5 inches apart, and they're all 10-point diamonds, so they're nice big sizes here in those VS round brilliance we love, and the bezel sets only make them look bigger. And you can layer it and stack it, so chances are, if you already have one, a lot of people at this point come back and get another and another and another, and they stack and layer them because with that adjustability, that makes it very easy to do when we throw in those 3 lengths in one necklace. And remember, this is giving you 2 extra inches of gold, which should probably mean it goes way up in price to $29.99, but it won't, and it doesn't. And if you're like me and you do Easter gifting, and there's one thing, when I was younger, we loved the Easter basket with little trinkets and toys and a Pez dispenser. It was always like a Cadbury egg and maybe some marshmallow peeps and a Pez dispenser. And now I still love to put Easter baskets together, but it's more like jewelry and other fun things, like makeup and jewelry and, you know, things like that, that are personalized and custom. So I'm still into adult Easter baskets, but I think, you know, it could be a holiday thing where you give a great piece of fine jewelry, or maybe there's some other spring holiday that you want to celebrate, or some birthday or anniversary, or just a to me from me. I know I'm going to wear it every day. Let me get one for myself. Here it is on the neckline for you, just from a distance. I know it's harder to see against a color, so there it is against my skin tone for you. And this is $9.99 instead of $29.99. So you still get a big value. But if you are somebody who also prizes the idea of, instead of going 3/4 the way around or just a little bit, having them go all the way around is really, I think, important too, because then again, hair up, hair back, short hair, that's where again you want to have those diamonds kind of dotting the neckline as much as possible. So we'll show it up close as well at $9.99. Just wanted to bring it back to let you guys know, alert you that it is here, it is back. And then we've got a whole bunch of requests coming up. Looks like we've been working on some requests here behind the scenes. So for Michelle, is it the 3 M's? It's Michelle and Maria and Marion. 3 requests in a row. I don't know the order they came in, so I will just randomly choose, as they say, in no particular order. And we'll show those requests coming up. So Michelle, Maria, and Marion, all of your requests are here and ready to go. Thank you for those. There's that diamond cut chain. And again, the bezels are open front and back. So no matter how it spins and turns, because it will, there's really no way to keep it all sitting one direction, not if you're moving. So that's kind of the cool thing, is that no matter how it moves, you're going to see that flash of the diamonds front and back, and to get the nearly, well, up to 20 inches is really important. All right, let's get in with these requests here. The first one, I'm just going to pick the Blue Wing Block D in the feather design first. It's sitting on top, so let me show you that one. This is one of our more affordable ways to do a Blue Wing Block D. And I know that when it sits at this angle, it looks uneven, but that's the way I can show it to you here. And then, of course, multiple ways to wear it on the finger, and actually many places on the hand you can wear it. But it's item number 7041, and do let me know on that Rubellite. And then we're going to keep going. I just want to mention that the DBTY is here. Most of you know it, own it, love it, but we always need to bring it back when we can. So here we go with our 60-point, this almost diagonal crisscrossing feather style ring that is so easy to wear. It's a really big luxury look because it's so different than your traditional mountings, but at the same time, 60-point blue wing set basically at the center, at the tip of your feather. And then, yes, it's always a feather in the cap to have a Blue Wing Block D. So if you don't have one, this is one of the more affordable ways we have to get you one, so that you don't have to just spend more to get less. You know, isn't that just isn't that just hurt? It hurts the heart to have to go spend so much more money to get a lesser quality, which is, if you're shopping outside of TVON, that is likely what you're doing, because nobody has the quality that we have. It's only here, it's our exclusive, and 40 points in diamonds to go with it as well. Take a look at that. And we're gonna make this a really important value. And it's not even $1,000. And anybody can get it, because I've actually got, it looks like I have 3 here. So this is not just for the requester. I've got 3 identical stones and 3 identical rings. And if you want to change the gold, you can too. So it could be yellow or rose, but let's take a look at it on the hand. And it sweeps across, which I love. So whether you're wearing it pointing down, look at how it's almost like our peacock feather. You see that sideways design, but it's going from one side and then over. It's not this dramatic diagonal, so it's nothing that's going to take up too much space on the finger. If you like to be a little bit more, again, I wouldn't call it petite, but if you don't want it to be outside the wearability factor, then you got a good one here. And it's going to be better than $9.99. You know where I like to wear it? Right here. I think it's so beautiful, and I know it's not quite the right size because it's a 6, but I do like a 7 on my index. But look at how beautiful that is. So that one's going to be better than $8.88 or $7.77. I'll make it $6.99. If you'd like the blue wing block D, do you know that is the most affordable piece of blue wing block D jewelry we have in our entire collection? You're looking at it. And that's a real beautiful one to wear anywhere on the hand at all. And look how low profile it sits. So again, practically just, you know, disappears. You see the stone there elevated above the diamonds, but that's a very wearable design. So thank you, Michelle, for the request. I appreciate that. And again, couple of you can take advantage, and you still, are you seeing the red flashes? Because I know I am. Let's take a look. I want you to see the design, but also I want you to peer right into that center stone and see that as well, so you can really appreciate how very saturated that blue wing block D is. And it's true, we really do. It's like, just start spreading the news. We've got a blue wing block D Tanzanite available for under $700 right now in a ring. And you're thinking probably, if you're not, like outside, like maybe you're across the room and not looking at your screen, you're probably thinking, what, no diamonds, solitaire style, very little gold? No, no, no. It's got a lot of gold. It's got diamonds throughout, all the way across the ring, and that's a really bright blue wing that is to be loved. So $6.99 makes it yours. And let's see what's next. Oh, we've got 2 other classic diamond pieces. One is a 5-stone traditional ring. The other is a highway ring. So let's give you both options here back to back. I'm going to start with, oh, I love this one. This is the highway design. And then we'll get to our 5-stone classic. We did have the 107 7-stone style earlier with the 15 pointers. I'm going to bring out the 5-stone style that we rarely see. So again, appreciate those requests coming in. Thank you for those. Let's keep on moving. I don't know how that's still available, but we still have 3 available. So I know it's a non-traditional mounting, but what a beautiful way to set a blue wing block D, am I right? $6.99. Wow. For a solid gold ring, that's blue wing block D. It's got red flashes. I know sometimes the smaller stones don't give a lot of those reds or a lot of those neons. This stone does. It really does. It's a beautiful impact to that stone. All right, so let's move on. Maybe that one's a little fancy. We got traditional diamond pieces here. This one's one of our hottest looks. It's a highway design, but with extra bezel set diamonds within it, and they're bigger. And it's going to be item number 1113338, and that is going to be the highway with the bezels. It's like the highways and the bubbles. And it really looks good there, crisscrossing its way across your finger, really easy to wear. And we only have 1 hour and 8 minutes left in part 1 of our Sunday. Again, I will see you tonight. Do not forget to join me tonight. They are not over yet. We have our final doubleheader show today. Today is the day. Today is the day we get a double dose of TVON for our Sunday. It's the last day for that, and we are so excited, and you got to stay with me because we are going to have quite the blowout tonight as well. But we still have an hour left to help you out today if this works better. 94 points in diamonds, including those big bezel sets throughout. They are, again, 5 individual stones, and you can see how they look like they're floating, especially when it's on the hand. And yet this is one that, remember, we're size, oh, speaking of size, this one is not going to fit very well. Ow. Okay, there we go. It's a little too small, but I still want, I don't think it's a pinky ring. It's a little wide for that, but it does, because you see kind of the overall figure 8s. It does cinch in the middle, so it's not oversized or too wide. And it's 94 points and a lot of bigger stones in there. And look at that. How much fun is that? And still sits really low profile. So again, if you're looking for everyday wearable, or maybe you want to get it sized bigger and wear it here or here or here, whatever you want to do, it's all an option for you. But it's actually going to be a lot better than even $9.99. And that's a... this one is true to size. This one does cinch in the back. It's just a really tiny size right now. It's a little smaller than I wear. I wear a 5.5. This is a 5, so there you have it. So true to size, yes. You can see how it kind of cinches. I wouldn't say down to nothing, but it's definitely got that nice little tapering in the back to make it true to size for you, and it's only $888. That's it. Thank you so much, Marion, or anybody else who would like it. That's her request, but again, it's diamonds, so typically with diamonds, we have a few in the quantity for you, and that one I'm proud to say we do. White, yellow, or rose. I just wish we had all the gold colors here, but it's beautiful no matter what. And let me know if anybody wants that Tanzanite feather ring. We'll have that for you at $6.99. Got the big 5-stone band, which, ooh, this one's real good, and another one that I cannot bring out unless you ask for it because it is such a loss leader. I'm going to call it that because it's just a loss, but what we do is we're going to give you a chance. We lead in values. Let's give you a loss on our end to give you a diamond band like you cannot find anywhere else, and especially, I don't think even going back a decade you could, but we are going to make it happen. For Maria's request or anybody else who wants a traditional 5-stone where we're going to really amp up the size of those diamonds for you as well. All right, who else has got a highway ring? Let me know. It's actually going to be, did I mention this? It's $888. It's $888 to get the highway ring. $888 only. Yes, it is. So we've got a huge value there. 94 points. Now, I am going to bring you a 1-carat 5-stone coming up next. So if you're loving diamonds, they're all really considered classics. It's just we're going to bring you like the ultimate classic band coming up, and it looks like this. So if you want to wait for that one, you can. That's the big stones. They're only 5, and it's a carat minimum, so they're 20 points each, and that's a really big deal. And it will be a deal. Oh, it's a deal, all right. Wait till you see what we're going to do there. And don't forget, Andy, do we still have the 7-carat 33 Brazilian Paraiba and quartz? Our only one left? I'll recap it, of course. Oh, yeah. And for anybody who said, I just tuned in, I don't even know what a Brazilian Paraiba and quartz is, we have one left from our big debut about 54 minutes ago. So we do have one left, and it's the biggest one of all. So we've got one more for you. It's not too late yet, and that's all we have. I don't have more. They wanted me to do some today and some next week. I'm just, let's bring them all out, and that's what we did. I'm glad we did. All right, let's get to our band. We're going to bring you the 1-carat diamond band coming up, and again, that's a request, but so is this. So get ready. We're going to be very busy on these phone lines for the next couple of minutes, I have a feeling. And I don't have that many to go around. And I want to tell you a little bit about this ring because for those of you that are new especially, this is where some 90%, about 90% of shoppers that are first-timers here at TVON, this is where they start. Not just diamonds, but this very ring. This ring I made based on your customer demand about 8 years ago. It was right when I started here, and they were like, who are you to tell us what to make? And I said, well, it's a classic. And we have brought it ever since, periodically. It's not here every day. Trust me, if I could sell this every day, it would be every day. I would show this to start every single show. It is just that kind of popularity. But we don't bring it out unless it's requested and it's in stock. And it just so happens that this is the lucky day that Maria said, do you have the 5-stone 1-carat band, and is it in stock? And the answer is yeah. And that is why our lines are about to go ridiculously nuts. And for those of you that own it, this will only take a couple of minutes because we don't have that many in stock. For those of you that don't, you got to hustle to the phone lines because this is the 1-carat VS diamond band. 5 stones only, so they are 20 points a piece minimum. You might get over a carat, and if you do, fabulous, even more value. But if you just love diamonds and you want, whether it's that wedding band, whether it's a pinky ring, this would work. That very, very famous talk show host from many, many years back. I remember coming home from school, like coming home from high school and junior high in the 90s, like the early 90s, and she was on every afternoon. You know, it was like everybody just, you know, watched at 3 o'clock, watched her show. She's still famous to this day. She doesn't host any shows, but she's still famous, right? She wears one as a pinky ring. It's like the ultimate kind of status must-have, but whether you're wearing it to show that you're committed to somebody in a relationship, whether you're wearing it as a pinky ring, whether you're wearing it as a thumb ring, it honestly works anywhere across the hand. Whether you want to stack it, because there's this almost squared off pronounced style that the prongs set these diamonds up in. So if you want to stack one next to another, you can do that too. And it works because it's all very squared off. Take a look at this. You're going to love it. It's going to be 111-1864, and it's a value times 10. Let's bring it up to your eye level so you can see. Watch these VS diamonds. Watch those 5 meticulously set all in that traditional prong setting. We're very busy already. 20 points each. If you have one, wonderful, thank you, congratulations, and enjoy it. If you don't have one yet, if you need another, if you're looking for the ultimate gift, maybe you got engaged, or you know somebody who did, and now they realize, I need to get a wedding band. So at the altar, when you're saying your I do's, you exchange rings, and wait a minute, I have to buy another ring, and now I have to buy a wedding band to go next to the engagement ring. You could use this. This can be worn, a lot of ladies I know, they forego their big engagement style, and they wear something more simple every day. Sometimes it's just a band, sometimes it's a band with diamonds. This is the band with the big diamonds, 20 points minimum each. That's 1/5 of a carat, and they're also beautifully set side by side. I do want to give you a look at it on the hand. We have white, yellow, and rose, and let me remind you, this one's also a little small for me. So again, if it looks a little bit like it's a little snug, it is. It's a half a size smaller than what I wear on my ring finger, but here we go. Still works, and it could be pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Anywhere you want to wear it. Do we go small enough for a toe ring? I don't know. I've never asked. We probably could. That'd be a very, very, very fancy toe ring. But this is the one to enjoy, because there's no reason to not get one. Even if you already have one, you might want to think about another one. Stack them, build them. I know one gal who has 7 of these, and she wears them all at the same time. And they're anniversary bands. And so she's wearing one every year. She gets, makes it through another wedding anniversary. Do you love how I phrase that? Makes it through another wedding anniversary. Happily commemorates that incredible milestone. You've got, again, you could stack up as many as you want to. They stack beautifully, but it is going to be a lot better than $49.99, which is literally sitting on the bag. The price tag is on the bag, and it says, I kid you not, I don't write this. This is not my writing. There's the band, there's the price, $49.99. It's not going to be. And remember, the difference between our 5-stone, because any reputable jewelry store you walk into is going to have some kind of diamond band. And a lot of them are going to do the traditional 5-stone band. Now, it may not be a 1-carat diamond weight. It certainly might not be 20 points individually. They might be a lot of different stones. They might do more than 5. Obviously, what makes this so premium is the fact they are bigger individual stones. There's a lot of diamond bands out there. So if you're just looking at it as, okay, so it's a diamond band. I've seen that before. Notice what makes this so monumental is the fact they're VS, is the fact that they're round brilliance, is the fact that they're all near colorless minimum as well. Do you see any yellows or browns or any type of what we call the body color that you don't want in diamonds? You want diamonds to be in the ultimate level. You want them to be colorless. No color, except for all the blues, the reds, the purples, the violets, those greens, the yellows that are the brilliant sparkle you see from these big diamonds. Welcome in. It's our last hour of our Sunday, part 1. We have part 2 later today. We're going to show you, really, it's an icon. It is an icon of the jewelry collection, and it's not going to be $49. It's not $39, $29, or $19.99. This still just stands as one of the biggest values we have here, and we have many that are just really pillars of what we do. This one is not even $19.99. Yes, go ahead. Are you talking about the diamonds by the yard?
No, I'm talking about the Alexandrite.
Oh, okay. Let me check. Let me check for you on that one. And here we go, the Alexandrite. Okay, we'll see what we got on chain link there. But here you go. It's not 19. Big moment, big deal, big discount. $1,500 or $14.99 is still not what you pay. Very, very impressive. That's a 16-inch with a 15-inch option as well. 16-inch on the Alexandrite necklace. Here we go. It's not even 14, 13, or 12. It's not 11, and those are really important 5 stones. I mean, we're talking about VS diamonds, round brilliance, the best of the best, equally matched, set side by side. Look what happens when they face directly up to your eye level, and this is so it. And I'm going to go ahead and make it $999, and we've only got a few in white, yellow, and rose gold to go around. So there it is, and that ultimate style. Maybe the 5, maybe the number 5 is significant to you. Maybe you just need a classic band. Maybe you love the idea. Look at this as a pinky ring. Why not? That would be something very chic, very cool. Look at that. That works. So again, pinky thumb. I'll just straighten it out for you because it's a little too big for my pinky, but you get the idea there. How lovely that is. So $9.99 is the Alexandrite necklace back. All right, Susan threw it back for us. So we've got the Alexandrite necklace still here if anybody was disappointed and wanted to pick that up. And then we also have, let's see, anything else we need to show? I think requests we're caught up on, which is good. And we still have the highway ring. And this one, 999. Last call on the show. If you have any requests for me, please get those in. please do. We still have not a lot available from our first couple of hours, but we do have the Rubellite, which is just a prize of our museum collection. So do make sure you get that Rubellite if you're thinking about it. I do want to start with a very important Paraiba, because although it's kind of a take on our big debut today earlier. And there's our diamond band, $9.99. Unmistakable quality and beautiful luxury, but for under $1,000. Oh, really? Okay, so G, well, did you get one? I thank you if you did. I'm sorry you missed out on one you liked. Yeah, that's always, I know, that's why I showed them all together. It's hard to get a decision made when you see one at a time. So I like to do that and just show them all at once. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad you enjoy that. And thank you so much. I'm so glad you were able to get a little look at those. They're very important. And again, we're talking about the Brazilian collection of Paraiba we had today in quartz. So there's one left from the entire presentation, and this is it. It's a really pretty 7 karat 33. I'm going to try it on. This one is $19.99. And that's a 7 karat 33 quartz, but it has, where you see the blues and greens, that's actually Brazilian Paraiba crystal in the quartz stone. So very, very cool. And this one was, I can't see that number from where I'm standing, but it was a 733 with 5 points in diamonds. It's in the white gold, but you can change it. I love it in the white, so I would stay there. And that's our biggest example throughout the 7 that we had. All 6 are gone, except for this one. So I just wanted to show it again in case you missed that presentation about an hour ago. There is our last one, and remarkable because it is the 733. So by far the largest size that we had in this collection. And the fact it's still here and affordable at $19.99, just want to give that a little bit of a recap. So next up, we're going to show the Paraiba that's faceted, because I promised you a faceted stone today as well. So we'll show that coming up. And the highway rings are here. All the requests that were just made in diamonds, we had back-to-back diamond pieces. They're rather Tanzanite diamonds, and then 2 great designer diamond classics. Well, they're here if you'd like them. All right, let's move on. We need some color. We have seen our diamonds. Let's bring more, but bring a beautiful, beautiful Paraiba right here. This is just stunning. I love the mounting. And I know that I hate when people say, I love this, I love that, because you don't care what I love. And I don't care what I love, because I'm talking to you guys and I care what you like. And I realize we bring like tens of thousands of different styles of jewelry. So not everybody's going to love everything. That's what's so much fun about this, right? Is that you get to see a lot, and we get to bring a lot, and we get to hopefully find the Cinderella fit for whatever you're looking for. And we have, you know, folks that shop from all over the world, literally. There's people that join us online from other countries that don't even live in the US of A, and they're shopping too. So it's a great chance to pick up something really unique. But this stone, I feel like, well, we saw it in rough crystal specimen material within a quartz earlier. That was our big premiere. This is a stone we've loved to bring in its faceted form. This is a Mozambique stone with some of the brightest traditional blue greens. That's what you want. It's the signature color of this rare, rare gem. But this is our great Paraiba. Now, I ask you as a Paraiba collector, as just someone who's been collecting it for over 20 years, that, you know, I have one of the most important stones that I've ever presented in Paraiba. I was actually gifted. It was a 10 karat. Many, many years ago, it was a retirement gift when I retired from a network that I'd been at for, at the time, it felt like a long time, but it was only 6 years. And here we go. I'm going on, 9 years now here at TVON. But when I retired from that network and I was, headed on to somewhere else, I was gifted a 10 karat Paraiba. It's the most prized collection by far of my own personal collection of gems and jewelry. And yet that is something that, whether it's a 2-pointer or a 10 karater, they're all rare. And they're really rare by the fact that, well, most people right now that have them, like myself and a lot of dealers who that's their livelihood is to sell gems, they're keeping their Paraibas. They're not selling them. People beg them. They won't sell them. They go to the trade shows. They make the effort. They go there, and they're not selling their stones because they're just watching. It's called watchful waiting, right? They're just watching the prices soar as they hang on to it. So we're going to talk about a Paraiba for once in a wider band, and that's probably why I like it, because so much of what we do see in Paraiba is very traditional and simple. It's very double halo or bridal. This is that wider band with still that really, it's a big diamond weight. They just radiate out, almost like feels like, the band feels like sunshine. And then you've got the beautiful, like, it feels very nature inspired, like the sun rays out on a beautiful spring day, like hopefully it is where you are. And then it's like the beautiful crystalline blue greens of Caribbean waters that you can see the white sand at the, below. This is just a beautiful gem. And I do want to just remind everybody that as a collector of the stone who's been collecting it for 20 some years, I really need you to just think less about the carat weight, because this isn't a stone that readily is available in large sizes. I do believe the largest Paraiba we have currently is a 3 carat. So it's not like I can bring out the 30 carat stone or the 20 carat or the 10 carat. It's not working that way. And this is all mined out from all 3 sources that ever existed. It's item number 1128103, and it's a 65 point. That's a 2/3 of a carat. That is hitting an important threshold in the gem carat weight world. And then you have a 65 point center with 71 points in diamonds all around it, beside it. And actually the diamonds you see that kind of do that sun ray out, they're actually recessed a bit from the borders. So it really gives it this dimension. It keeps, you know what else it does? It keeps the stone a little lower. So instead of having the stone sit up really high off the hand, it almost acts as like concave. You see it there, see how it dips down? If you look at the profile, it's dipping down a little bit. So the stone is really at about the same level as the outside borders where those diamonds are set. We have white, yellow, rose available. So the world is your oyster. Choose your gold color. But this is that stone where when we look at it, we prioritize less the carat weight, and we really, really applaud things like the color, the clarity, the neon. Neon, what's neon? The ability for the stone to glow under a lower light. These are not low lights. These are migraine-inducing surface of the sun. But I'm going to show you something. I will go put my hand over a light so we can essentially make it darkness. And we'll show you how that stone still manages to glow, because it does. And so again, it's less about the size of the stone, the carat weight. It's more about, is it blue-green? Because a lot of stones just get green. And then there's maybe a little bit, 10% blue. This is a 50-50 blended together. It's also about clarity. It is, after all, tourmaline. It's type 3. It's supposed to be all kinds of included. This one is clean. We're looking at it up close, magnified. It's clean. Then, is it neon? Is it going to have that elusive neon? Is it able to glow and be powerful? Is it that stone that even in a size that's not 10 carats, is it still the one that you just find people are looking at? People spot it. They do the double take. They see it out of the peripheral. They're almost like their eyeballs are magnetized to your ring. That's what I feel Paraiba does, because it's so unique of a color. It's beautifully brilliant and bright. Take a look at this, and I'll block a light like I promised, and look at that stone glow. See that? Bright, 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 bright. Let's do the TVON eclipse. Right there, darkness. Look at that. It's still just, it doesn't just stay bright. It gets brighter and bolder and more neon. And we're going to do something wild here. 65 points, 71 points in diamonds, and you know it's the most expensive stone we carry, relatively speaking. I mean, obviously everything, you know, every stone's a little different. But it's one of the overall most expensive stones the world has ever known. It's been completely mined out for some time. There were only 3 sources ever. Brazil was the first, the original discovery, and those were all teeny tiny little specimens and stones. And then we had the Mozambique and Nigerian material, which is also since mined out. And this is your chance to get private collection. We're so proud of it. And I know every time I bring one, even the under carats, there's still 10 grand or more. I get that. It makes it very difficult to afford Paraiba. I want to change that on this Sunday, and look how pretty that ring is. There's something very wearable about the design, being the wider band, being the way it cinches down. I love this unique, it just looks happy. I don't know, it looks designer, it looks very, there's a high-end status look about it, and that really unique way that the diamonds just completely flare out like this. I just think it's really an attractive ring, and it's a nice, easy way. Maybe you have a big stone like I know I do, but I don't wear my big stone. Partially because it's not even set yet. I can never decide how I want to set it. One day when I'm sitting around and I got nothing better to do, I'm going to figure out a setting, and I'm going to design a setting for my 10 carat. But right now it's a loose stone. It's just a loose stone. So yeah, it doesn't leave the house. It doesn't get seen. It just gets to sit and, you know, reside in a safe. I mean, it should pay part of the mortgage for as much as it just sits in the house and does nothing. Here's what we're going to do. So you're getting the chance to wear one. And maybe you have a bigger one too, and you're going, yeah, I'm not always dressing up. So I'm not always wearing the big 3-carat Paraiba or the big 2-carat Paraiba. Here's your chance to get one that you can wear and enjoy. And I don't mean because it's not important. It is, but the design, I think, lends itself to wearability. So here's what we'll do. It's got a new drop from $99.99. It dropped to $79.99. This is our last 45 minutes of part 1 of Sunday. And it's our last doubleheader Sunday. So next week you'll see me here on Saturday and Sundays as you always have for nearly a decade. But we won't have the night shows because they were new and temporary anyways, right? So we won't have the night shows. It's just going to be the mornings, this show. We'll be here. The night shows are going away. So $79.99, I want to make this very special day special for all of us and give you a value on Paraiba you've never seen before. And this is the way I'm going to do it. It's not going to be $79.99 or even close to that. Watch what we will do. Any gold you want, any size you need. Of course, for free. Shipped to the doorstep for free. Get it at home, see what you think, and then decide if you want to keep it. Send it on back if you don't love it. I feel weird saying that because I don't think there's any possible way that you don't love that stone or that design. I just don't know if that's possible. I just don't know. I've run into very few people who have ever said, yeah, Paraiba just doesn't do it for me. I don't honestly think I've ever heard that. It's just one of those stones. And if you could get one, and if it's really just for some weird anomaly one day, if it's really low in price, that's when you go. That's when they say strike when the iron's hot. Go for it. That moment, sizzling hot right now. I'm going to put it on the auction block because I feel like I want to get let's get a lot of people in, a lot of participation. I know there's a lot of Paraiba lovers that still just think it's out of reach, and it is usually. That's not an inexpensive ring. I agree. $8,000, that's maybe inexpensive for Paraiba, but it's not inexpensive for what we do. So I need to make sure we can get you a better value and blow it out right now, and this is how I do it. If I can't go any lower than the price I already gave, then I usually say, let's bring out the auction, let's run an auction and see what happens, and you use that phone number and it's your ticket in. Instead of getting on a plane and flying to New York City or Hong Kong or London or wherever your big favorite auction is going to be, instead of raising your paddle and doing that credit check and having to spend millions of dollars on jewelry, here is where you sit at home, kick back. You don't even have to have your actual real clothes on. You could be in your pajamas on a Sunday morning. Take it easy, right? Have the jewelry come to you, and that sounds like a luxury. I'd pay extra for that. I pay extra for that. If someone else is going to do my like little errands, I pay a lot of extra for that because I appreciate it. I value my time. I got home last night at like 11 o'clock at night and I didn't have any water in the house. So I paid someone to bring me some water, right? Bring me some water. Get a delivery. Got my coffee creamer and my water just because, you know, needed it for the morning. Didn't have any energy to do that last night after my day. So, you know, again, those are the luxuries. You should pay more. We're having you pay less for all that luxury, less for that convenience, less for that, also that ability to say, let me see it at home and wear it for a minute and then decide if I like it or not. Who else? Do you go into a jewelry store and say, I'm going to go take that? And I'll be back. I'm going to go have lunch. I'm coming back. I'm going to go have lunch, and then I'm going to see, and then I'll decide if I want it. No, nobody gives you that luxury. We do. So instead of $8,000, $7,000, $6,000, I'm going to start at $5,000, and we're going to get this one home. And we're going to make Paraiba in the most pristine, beautiful blue-green color, neon clarity, everything. You get it all. We're going to make it affordable. And better yet, you know what? Let's not even start at $5,000. I got something else. I got another plan here. How about $4,000 to get this started? It's rare, rare, rare air. You just don't get much of this faceted material that's gleaming and glowing and clean and amazing. And then, of course, wider band style. That we don't see all the time either. How about, so this is a little shocker. No open yet. None. At $4,000. Well, let's see if we can help you. That was the whole purpose of putting this up today. What day is it? What time is it? How about 35? How about $3,000? Okay, now we're just getting silly. Now we're getting down to a price you could never buy the mounting for, or better yet, make it for. And we're at $3,000, and it's Paraiba, and they don't go inexpensively. I don't care if it's, you see, how many times have you seen my 3-pointers and my 5-pointers? The 3 and the 5-pointers command money like this. That's what happens when you get these stones. They're not readily available in big sizes. The largest one I have right now is a 2.5 carat, I believe. The 3 carat's gone. I think the largest we've ever had really in jewelry that wasn't, we had one at one point that was a 16 carat. It's now in a museum. It's in a museum. It's a pear shape. Maybe you saw it if you've been a long time viewer of the show. Maybe you remember seeing it here. Every like 6 months, I would just bring it out and flash it just for like bragging rights, just to show it to everybody. And that's now, yep, in a museum on display. How about we do better than $3,000? Let's get this one a home. I can't leave it here. I'm already too low. And now at this point, you've seen it at $3,000 and no open. So guess what? I can't now just say, let's put it up tomorrow. Well, oh, we're not here tomorrow. I can't say, let's put it up tonight at $79 or $99. So let's go even lower and let's make a dream come true. That's really what we do. So again, here we are, $3,000. I'll tell you what, I'll go even lower, $2,900. I'm scraping bottom here. We are getting way too low for that diamond and gold mounting and that stone, which is more important, by the way. Make no mistake about it. The diamonds are great. The gold is great. It's nice and wide, but there is a stone there that is going to definitely have more high value than the gold and the diamonds all day long. $2,800? $2,700? $2,600. Oh no. I never thought I would see the day. And I know it's really infrequent now that we see them. We used to see them pretty regularly. Do you know we haven't brought a new one in 6 years? Everything we ever show you, it's from our own private collection that has usually been here for a decade or more. So we don't even have access. Nobody does, really. You can go to the trade show all day. If you got a wholesale resale license, you can go into these trade shows. If you've got your credentials and you can go in there, you can look at some. They'll tease you with them. They'll put them on their booth display out in the corner just to attract a crowd, but nobody's selling them. Nobody's selling them. We're not at, listen, if it don't sell, if it doesn't get an open 26, I am probably just, I'm like, you know, what do they call that? Just like speaking to the void here at this point. I don't think there's any chance because it's too low. It was too low at $4,000. It was too low at $35,000. It was way too low at $3,000. And now we're at 26 with no open. I will tell you, I'll just give you a deal. I'll just give you a deal. We can skip the auction. We can just say, throw it out. Let's not even do $2,500 to open. Instead, I'll just say, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it if you love it. If you can get it, you got the deal of a lifetime. No auction, no increments. At this point, you just wonder. You just wonder what's going on. 40 minutes left. I'll tell you what, we're going to make this even better. How about $2,499 just to sell it, just to move it on out? No auction needed, no competition, no clock, no nothing. Just first caller gets it at 24. This is what happens on these live shows. I can't leave that here. We can't, look at that prices. Pick a price. Pick a price. I hope you're going with that one because that's the lowest price today for our Sunday. And now look what I've done. $24.99 first caller and no auction needed. Let's move on in 60 seconds. I've done my piece. I've said what I can. I'll congratulate somebody who gets it. That's all I can do at this point is say congratulations, you got the deal of a lifetime on a Paraiba, and welcome to this rare world. Welcome to the rare world of collectibles. Try saying welcome to the rare world 3 times fast. Yeah, don't even try 5. Just go 3 times. Welcome to the rare world. Welcome to the rare world. Welcome to the rare world. It's really tough. But that is the rare world of Paraiba right there. $24.99, first caller, 30 seconds. Then I will no longer show that to you. We will move on to something very different. I don't know what it will be, but something vastly different. That value is just that. Value, capital V, exclamation point. Take it if you love it. Let me try it on again. If you missed it earlier on the hand, here it is. A wider band, this sunburst, sundial, sun rate effect of diamonds. From the center on out, either side, top and bottom diamonds as well. $24.99. What a value. That is so good. I have far too many Paraibas than one person should have, and I want that ring. I want that ring. I do. And if I can buy that at $24.99, I will. Now, I pay traditionally more than you do, but again, that's the way to get a blue-green. Perfect 50-50 mix. Ultra neon, super saturated and bright and clean and powerful. And I know that if it's an amethyst at 65 points, it's $7. I realize that if it's a Tanzanite at 65 points, it's like $800. We had one earlier. I realize that different stones, if it's even a diamond at 65 points, well, a diamond would be more. A diamond would be more, and it's not as rare, so shame on the diamond world. But that's just supply and demand. Everybody needs diamonds, and people who don't know anything about jewelry buy diamonds because they got to get engaged or got to get studs or got to get mom something for Mother's Day, right? Or, you know, it's an anniversary, so they get the diamond tennis bracelet. Diamonds are not rare. And the shame of it is diamonds are more money than what I'm doing here on an actual rare stone. A really rare, really mined out, has been for a long time, $24.99, beautiful. If you don't think they're beautiful, maybe you need to see one in person. Honestly, I've really not met someone who's ever said, because I've met all kinds of people through, maybe we've met personally, maybe we just know each other through shopping off TV. I've got to say, I correspond with a lot of shoppers when it comes to jewelry, and yet I've yet to hear someone say, yeah, the Paraiba just doesn't do it for me. And granted, somebody will reach out to me now and say that. Someone will. But again, I've just not experienced it in 24 years. It's a really unique stone. So we'll take another look at it, because while I'm up here talking, hopefully it's going, right? I'm talking, it's going. That's probably what happens. But $24.99. And then we've got the Rubellite still, one of my other favorites from the day. I do have a really cool diamond band. It's like a pyramid stud detail. We got some blowouts. We have requests too. I don't know what your request is, but I know that we'll work very, very hard to bring it out to you if you'd like to see anything in particular. And let's get to, we have a big Tanzanite discount as well. Well, this is nice. And also a pendant that's almost 21 carats almost. It's our big oval. So just FYI, there are some great options in Tanzanites, but if you want one of the big, and just whenever you get a chance, or did I miss it? Or do we have anything? Okay, so here we go. That's the big, wow, that's a big Tanzanite, 2043. That's a 20 carat 43. In the oval, halo, and diamonds in the bail. I also have my favorite. This is my Rubellite. That's only $43.99 for that Rubellite. Look at that in focus. Look at that. Tourmalines. Look at that. Tourmaline. We got a good one there. That's our Rubellite round. That's the $849 in the round Rubellite with the bridge. 3 rows in diamonds. Love that. You get to see the stone from the side profile as well. That's lovely. So we've got that one for $43.99. And then our big Tanzanite, both pendant and I've got a ring. Got a 10 carat 24 in a ring. Do let us know on Diamonds by the Yard, the last 733 Brazilian in quartz. We also have the Winza we started with, the Winza sapphire, the 2 tones of sapphire together in one ring for $949. That was this one. It was how we started the show. And it's blues and greens together. So half green, half blue, all sapphire through and through, and that is $949. Talk about a blowout on a Winza. That we were not, we were not expecting to see a Winza sapphire ever that is under 1 carat, but just slightly. It's a light 1 carat. It's a 98 pointer. That one is here for $949 from earlier. It was actually our first item of our Sunday morning together a few hours ago. And then we have our last 35 minutes coming up, and then we have to take a 4-hour break, but then we'll see you back for more jewelry, but entirely new and different pieces than what we saw today. So this is where, again, I mean, unless, traffic's really bad and, I can't get here in time, then we'll show you a tape of today. But no, we won't do that. I'm kidding. Or I'm manifesting. I don't know which. But anyway, hopefully not. Let's get to our triple yellow diamond band as well. That's really good. You got to see something special. Look at that. If anybody's looking for not 1, not 2, but 3 big yellow diamonds all together, we got it. We got it. It's here. But let's get just a brief look at this Tanzanite pendant, because it's too cool to be here. 112-5388. It needs to be at your house. Look at this. 20 carats plus. It might even sit for me nicely, so I can just go trot around here and trot, 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 trot. There we go. There it is. Look at that. 2043, 18 carats solid gold, no less. Diamond halo around it. 18K. I love that. We don't see that very often in pendants. Also a magnificent 76 points in diamonds as well. Don't forget about that last Brazilian quartz the last Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. And then here we go. 76 points in diamonds around it. That looks like more to me, but I'll go with it. If you get to save and get extra diamonds for free, I'm all for that. Let's make this easy. $24,999 is where it began. I'm going to give it a little cleaning here, and then we're going to show it on the hand and on the neckline. Big old bail. So if you want a big omega chain or one of your big diamonds by the yard, go ahead, feel free. It's got a nice ample bail for you, so you can use your wider chains. That makes sense. You got a bigger pendant, so it makes sense to have a bigger chain with it. It's not going to be $24,999. I'm blowing it out. And if you want one of our last of the museum reserves, but in a very, very, very high-end style, because that's about as large as they get, there's one that's bigger. It's a 2970, or is it 2790? I always get that backwards. I don't know why. I commit everything to memory, and that one never sticks. But it's about a 28 carat stone. Either way, so we do have one larger pendant, but this one I love because it's really classic. And then let me show you the length that it's going to give so you can see how long, and then we'll try it on for you. But it is better than 25,000 and better than 20,000. It does have 1 3/8 inches, which is right between 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 inches. So it gives you an idea there. Let's take a look at it on the neckline as well so you can see how that color is going to look from a distance away and see what that's all about. Wow. Great. I mean, that's just, again, darker little area here, so you're really seeing that color stand out for the bright, bright, bright lavender violets and red flashes that it is. And we'll take it under $10,000. It's only going to be $99.99 for that one. So, oh yeah, for one of the premium sizes we have left in our entire inventory. What a great stone that is. And don't forget about the Winza, under $950 for a Winza sapphire. They've never gone that low. And then we have a big emerald here. We've got the 3-stone yellow diamond band. We're going to get ready to wrap up this show in about 30 minutes. I do have a 10 karat 24, by the way, in a pear shape Tanzanite ring. So we do. It's funny, we have not seen a ring except for the feather ring that came out by request. That's going to be the new state of Tanzanites going forward. It's either one or none, pretty much. So I've got one ring to share with you. We'll show that next. And if you'd like the 2043, that is a collector status piece, no doubt. Here is the ring, though, which is funny because I think the pear shape has a lot of the similar look. Even though it's half the size, you would never know it. Look at that. Reds galore. Welcome to Museum Reserve. Tanzanite here. This is item number 1127716. Loving the reds that are so obviously coming through on this one. And let me just show that oval again. Because tell me something. That's a 1024 by carat weight. But look at what visual that gives in comparison to the 20 plus that I just showed you. I just showed you 20 and a half. I'm going to put it right next to it. Look at that. What do you think? They look very, hold on, let me move this one over a little bit, make room. Look at that. Well, this might look a little bigger, but I wouldn't say double. And I see more red flash in that pear shape at this moment. Do you think that that pear shape on the right looks half the size of the oval on the left? Because I don't think so. That's a really, my point being, this 1024 is looking even larger, which may be a detriment to some. If you don't want a big ring, this one is not for you. But if you like the idea of, well, I'd love to get a 20 karat stone, but maybe there's that budget situation. Oh yeah, the budget situation. We call that BS. The budget situation, right? Oh yeah, that. There's sometimes, like, if you're not working with unlimited funds, well, isn't it fun to find a stone that's gonna give you double the look? I think it is. You just saw the going rate on a 20 karat, or it's 10 grand. Well, this one's also supposed to be $17,999 because this has a lot of diamond weight, more diamond weight. 128 is your diamond weight around it, and then the split shank on the sides, and then one more diamond set in between. We'll take it on lower for you. I got to make this a deal. And yes, which one? Oh, the Winza's gone. Never mind. I won't show that again. The Winza's gone. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Which one? Oh, which one? The oval or the 733? Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy. All right. And so I think, okay, guys, we're ready to go. $17,999, where this one began. Got a brand new price for you. Thank you so much. We're getting some updates here. A lot of pieces from earlier are going right now, and that's what happens at the end of a show. We have 30 minutes left. You want to take those selections, make them yours before somebody else does, and then, oop, not yours anymore, right? We only have one of a kinds of most pieces. So how about this one going lower? Forget about $79.99, and that just is, I proved it to you. It's a 10 karat 24, looking very close to a 20. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Let's make sure you can wear it, because obviously it's not going to be a small ring. I would not say this one's for everybody. It's for the real cocktail ring lovers, the ones who want maybe that very large, statuesque, can't miss it ring. And that's it. And here's the other way to wear it. If you want to put your pear shape on, facing away, there you go. $79.99, no. Big blowout for the end of the show. It's my only Tanzanite ring that was scheduled for today. Again, we had the little feather ring that was earlier. That was a great stone, 60 pointer. That was really nice and affordable. I think that one might still be here, yes. You want to see the Winza again? You got it. Mary got it, I assume, and she just wants to see what she bought. All right, we'll show that again, Mary, for you coming up. And then if you'd like this one, $79, $69. We'll make it quick. I'm not doing $59.99. I have two options. Leave prices the way they should be, or just drop them down below cost. I'm going with the latter for the end of the show, and I've been doing it all day, and we'll keep it going tonight if you care to join us at 5 o'clock for our final weekend evening show. But this is not $59.99. It is only $4,999 only for the Big Blue Wing 10-pluser. You know what happens when they get over 10 carats in the Museum Reserve. That's why we saw an $18,000 start price. The price goes soaring when you get over 10 carats. Well, this one came crashing right back down, and $49.99 with all those reds. And it's very seldom we see the pear shapes, ever. Even before we brought out the Museum Reserves, when we were offering the more traditional Blue Wing Block Ds, they were also rarely in pairs. So I do love that we got the rare pair. And then, Mary, this is your ring. There's the Winza. Great pickup on that one. Thank you, Mary. That was 112-0331. That is half green, half blue. But like I said, it's instead of being really distinctively divided between the two colors, it's more like a graduated kind of an ombre between the blue and the green in that cushion cut. That was the 98 pointer with the 81 points in diamonds, and a great pickup there. Congratulations on that one. And I'll just try it on the hand one more time in case you missed that too. And of course, did she leave it in the yellow gold, or did she go with white gold? Because I point that out only because you really don't see a lot of the gold here. So I'm curious if she kept it. She went with, oh, she did. She chose the white gold instead. All right. So again, that's what it looks like in the yellow, but it looks like we'll be getting that stone over into a white gold mounting for you. So thank you, Mary. Enjoy it. And back to the Tanzanite we go. $949. Okay. Or rather, that was the other one. And then there's the Winza. $49.99. Okay, let's get to it. We've got a couple more things to do before we sign off. And I did want to give you a look at the Mahenge Spinel. So many of you had missed out and felt terrible because I really was excited about the discount. I made a 2 carat disappear the other day simply by dropping the price entirely too low. I vowed to you at that time I would bring out anything else in large Mahenge Spinels to help anybody else who might have missed that big value opportunity. So here is $28.49. And the end result is signature mounting with a very large, maybe not 2 carats, but very close, 158 on this powerful Mahenge pinky red combination, and it's in the signature mounting, which has got the full under gallery in tow. And then look at that clarity as you come around here. Beautiful, bright, the ultimate neon. So good. It's actually creating that glow of that color on the wheel right beneath it in the foreground. And you've got a carat of 1 in diamonds as well. So now, and it's so interesting that out of the last couple of shows, it's the Blue Wing Block Ds that remain available. I'm hoping, and I've said this many times, and I really hope it's true. I hope everybody who wants a Blue Wing has got theirs. I hope so, because we are truly that close to finale, to done sold out on our Blue Wing Block Ds. So I'm taking it as a really actually good sign that a lot of the Blue Wings I've had of late are sticking around. That just hopefully means you're good. You have them. You've collected what you need. You got the big and the small, and you got the cuts, and you've got it all. So I hope that's the case. But if you want that pear shape or that pendant, they're still available. So take a look at this. Mahenge Spinel brought down in price. Going to make it a whole lot more affordable right here and now. This one, yes, used to be $89.99. You might remember that on our show on these very airwaves. Well, we're going to take it lower than $8,999. I told you I have been really reducing incredible Mahenge Spinels of late. We've taken all the bigger stones and we feel like they're just going to sit here at these old prices. And even though they're so deserving of those prices, they've earned those prices. They're rare enough to be those prices. It just is not enough to satisfy our need for value for you. So let's make it under $4,000. And you're getting a whole lot of diamonds, all around brilliance. This is what it looks like on the hand. You can change the gold if you want to as well. This is a mighty, mighty, mighty neon, fine, fine stone. Look at how it just lights up. There's that glow, even in darkness. Look at that, it's still glowing, even more so. There are certain stones like Blue Wings, like Paraibas, like Mahenges that are considered neon. That's that ability to glow under lower light. This certainly is. It's not 8, it's not 7. And it's not even, I told you I'm going to go under $4,000. We're really getting these down to the wire here, and they're the big stones. It's one thing if you want a 5-pointer or a 10-pointer. It's another if you want anything over 1 carat. The fact this went up and over 1.5 carats is very important, and we're going to make this one only $3,900. You know what? Skip 39. End of the show is here. Did they see the round we had, Allison? The big round, the 849? You got it. It's one of our few pieces left, and it's my favorite piece remaining from the show by far. I'm going to go ahead and make this $34.99 to the very first Mahenge collector out there who wants one of our biggies. And then we're going to go ahead and show you another very similar look visually, but a Rubellite tourmaline that is the 849 that is verifying right now For those of you that are waiting till the end of the show to pick up those pieces, we're there. We've got 23 minutes left in part 1, so make sure you pick up those pieces or do what Allison's caller's doing now and say, I just need to see it one more time. That is always the best way to make the decision and find out, is it the right one for me? Just let me at least show it to you again. And that Mahenge is $34.99. Okay, Rubellite lovers, here it is. And I, for a moment, just might leave it that close up because one of the really cool parts about this, yeah. Oh, like together, totally different stones, but yeah, I'll show them together. Pear-shaped Tanzanite and Mahenge or Rubellite together. Let me do that. Let me grab the pear-shaped. This is the $849 Rubellite. Very different stones, of course. But let's show them together on the hand, side by side. So I'll show you, here's the 10 karat 24 next to the fabulous 849. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you on the Mahenge. The Mahenge just sold. So that Mahenge, look at that. That's rare to see a Rubellite have a Mahenge color and vice versa. They look like twins, don't they? Let's show you. This is the 849 Rubellite round in the bridge. Here's the 10 karat 24 pear-shaped blue wing that we just saw. And this one is $43.99, and this one is $49.99. And if there's any way, because they're very different stones, just from a standpoint of rarity, I just want to separate them a bit so they don't, touch each other here. Because, but side by side, that's what they look like. So you do certainly get a little more elongation with the pear shape, being that it's larger and being that it's a pear shape. This is the round, so it does distribute that big carat weight of 8.5 carats really evenly across a wider bridge. And again, there's a difference of $600 between the two, but they're very different stones. 1024 with a big diamond weight. Remember, that's got 128 in diamonds. And then this one has the Rubellite 849 with 76 points in diamonds. And the Tanzanite or the Rubellite, those are two of our last pieces to look at. Most everything from the show has gone. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know now what you'd like to see again, or if there's anything we can bring out real quick for our last request in our last 20 minutes of just part 1 of our day. So I'm only halfway through here. We got 3 big hours left coming up at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I really hope you'll join me because it's our final weekend evening show that we'll have for you. So that's it's going to be a very special one. We have planned accordingly. So there we go, $43.99, $49.99. Do you want to also see them up close, side by side, together? We can do that as well. Thank you on the Mahenge, by the way. We'll find out who got that one. And then here we are, last chance on either the Rubellite or the Tanzanite. Pear shape, that's a really good one there. Boy, I don't know how you make that decision. One's got those bright, vibrant fuchsia, pinky reds. This one's got the blues and the purples and the violets with the reds. So just two of our very, very best. No question about it. And $49.99 for the Tansy or $43.99 for the Rubellite. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Whoever it is, they will love it. Richard. It's a prize. It's a prize. I'm around rare gems every day of my life. That is one of our best we've ever seen. That Rubellite is gone, thank you. And here is the Tanzanite. $49.99 on 7716. And then we're going to wrap it up here. We've got all those pinky red, bright stones. I still have my Peruvian opal drop earrings, by the way, the pink opals. We do have those. I did have the gold quartz. Diamonds by the yard, we did bring out the diamonds by the yard, which was the 110, the longer 20-incher. I think our crystal opal is still available. I believe so. The crystal opal had some questions, but I think, and it's only because the crystal opal is not showing up like it should on TV, but you know what I do have is another opal, and this time it's an Australian opal. So let me show you that. Instead of the Ethiopian material, we'll go to the Australian. Oh, yes, please. And it's almost got like, it looks like if the galaxy and the solar system had multiple rainbow colors. If like you considered the galaxy of stars and planets and all the amazing space matter that's out in the atmosphere, if you thought about that as like a unicorn, that would be what I'm seeing here. It's item number 112-7505, and I highly recommend it. It's a lightning ridge stone. It's a 373. It's in a platinum setting with nothing but tapered baguettes on the sides. I adore this ring. It's going to go quickly. 7505's got a big value associated with it here for the end of the show. And I'm so honored that we get to bring that out because maybe the crystal opal's not your thing. This has all those dazzling colors and then some. And yes, you're probably thinking, is that really going to be like looking better in person? Yes, it will. It looks pretty awesome now, but it's still not nearly as powerful as the colors and the pattern you will see when you see it in real life in person. It is truly stunning, and I will make this $39.99 ring a lot less here today. End of the show is so close. We've got 19 minutes to go. I've got a few pieces left This is the opal that will not stay, especially when it's under $2,000 and not $19.99 either. Platinum setting stays in platinum. We'll size it. Let me see if I can pop it on my hand here. It's a really teeny size right now, and I'm going to put it on anyways. I don't care. Look at that. That's got to be on the ring finger. It's too big for anywhere else on the hand, but it may not come off. I may have to buy it. It's like when you're at the store. Remember when you were a kid? They said, you break it, you buy it, right? Let's make it $1,699 instead. An instant $300 coupon for one caller only on this platinum piece. And let me see if I can wrestle that off my finger. It is $16.99. Wowza. That's a great one there. Look at that. Amazing color. And if I were to, I don't know if this helps. If I put something behind it, does it help show you more true to life color? Certainly. And it's going to be amazing when you see it. And then we still have our crystal opal from earlier that was under $1,000. But here we are. That one's got to go at $16.99. End of the show. Don't forget about the two Tanzanites, the pendant, the ring. I have the color change sphene round that's still here. Does anyone need a big round blue zircon? I got a good one here. 214 private collection round. Do you want the opal? Oh, nope. I'm hearing things. I thought the opal was gone. Not yet. Blue zircon coming up in a round. Does anyone want a really big blue sapphire pendant? The nearly 3-carat royal blue sapphire covered in diamonds. That one's got to go. We'll show it. And before the blue, I got to show this blue zircon though. This blue zircon is everything. 8098, quick value here. Call me on the opal. Wow, look at that zircon go. It needs a little rhodium on the band. But I'll tell you what, if we make this real quick and easy, we'll send it out. We'll polish it up, re-rhodium it. That's why it looks a little yellow on the sides. Someone got rushed on Friday afternoon and wanted to get out and start their weekend. We'll get to 112-8098. And here we go with a 214 round private collection. And that is awfully important when you see a round like that. Also, it's got this little bookend of diamond, simple diamond pave on either side to frame it. It's $999. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Do you want the opal? Go ahead. Do you have a question? All right, we'll figure it out. The sapphire piece is coming up. We're showing it to you next. I got to try on this blue zircon. Yes. Yes, I can. It's a pendant. I think that's what you're talking about, the 2043. 5388 coming up one more time. The Tanzanite pendant's going to get its home as well. We have several people talking about it right now as we speak. Here it is one more time. Let me walk around here while I hold it up right for you and show you. Yes, 2043. Item number on this one is item number 1125388, and that is the Blue Wing Block D, which is a 18-karat gold setting. First of all, you've got the halo around it, diamonds in the bail. We're very busy here for the end of the day. Yes. Thank you. The 373 platinum opal just sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here we go with the gorgeous 2043, magnificent, got great basket work that keeps it level. This is not going to toss or turn on your neckline. You put your favorite larger chain with it. It's got an ample bail. It's going to accommodate most chains, even an Omega up to 6-7 millimeters. And here we go. That one is down to only $99.99. Keeps it in white gold. It is the 18-karat gold upgrade as well. And then we'll show the blue sapphire pendant, which is actually could be an alternative to the Tanzanite pendant you have here. But $99.99. Only just that one. Here it is again from the hand perspective, so a little further away, just to give you another size perspective there. And then we'll see if it's gone at $99.99. That's an awfully important piece there. And you're getting one of our bigger ones. I do believe it's the second largest we have now in a pendant, or actually overall, because we don't put bigger than 20 carats in a ring. Haven't seen any 20 carats in a ring in a very long time. There was a time when we started many years ago, but not since then. So 2043, let me know if it's gone. Then we're going to show you, maybe you like the idea of a blue sapphire. It's not going to be quite this size, but it's also got a little bit better price tag too, and it's a sapphire. So a little deeper, just the royal rich blues here on this one, and also a big diamond weight to go with it. 112-8016. Thank you so much. Again, call us for the last call. I think we still have both of our Tanzanites still here, but they are both verifying, both the pear-shaped 10 karat and now the pendant at 20.5. So they're here but verifying, so I would not bank on those being here even till the end of the show, which is still 14 minutes from now. Here we go with the sapphire. First look at it here today. It's 2 carats 91 and a royal blue sapphire out of Ceylon, set in platinum. platinum, big diamond weight as well. It's a carat and a half. Wow. Carat and a half in diamonds. We did not mess around. That stone is deserving, that's for sure. And it comes with a chain. It's going to be a beautiful box link chain. And we're going to give you, oh yeah, adjustability. 18 inches maximum. Make it shorter if you like. Here's what we've got. One, and just again, like the paperclip link almost of a bail, all attached. It's not one separate bail, but I love that it almost feels like that paperclip link we're seeing a lot. And then you've got the bigger diamonds within leading into the halo. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Want to make sure you get the size and measurement here. Whoa, see, that's a big piece. Overall, huge individual diamonds. I mean, there aren't that many making up that carat and a half total weight there. And then we've got the length, as you will see right here. It's 1 inch top to bottom. I'll show it on over the neckline. Keep in mind, this is an adjustable chain, so you can make it a little shorter. It's a spring ring closure. It's 18 inches maximum, but you can make it whatever length you want, up to 18 inches, and that's what it looks like from a distance. That feels like royalty, doesn't it? Something about the royal blue with that halo around it, and then of course looking like that against a bright color as well. Let me see if we can get it focused for you. Look at that stone. Wear it every day. Big sapphires. That looks like $1 million. And it wouldn't be far off from that in the retail worlds. But here we go. One caller gets it today from us. $79.99 should be priced, taking it lower. First time we've seen this one today in full, and we're going to make that one a lot better. How about just $3,999? One caller on the big sapphire. To get a sapphire that's almost 3 carats in size is something we rarely see. And for whatever reason, it becomes even more rare when it is the bigger blues. It becomes extremely rare. So this is last call on the show. Again, any questions you have, something you want to see again before we go, do let us know. It's worth the call. It's worth picking up the phone and saying, here's the thing. I just want to ask if it's still available. If it is, we'll show it to you again. It gives you a really, I think, a perfect way to decide if it's right for you. And again, still have the 7 carat 33 Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. So that is still here. And then we do have, let's see if there's anything else we can show you before we go. I have a really special, let's see, I really like this one. This one's going to be, I'll leave it as a little bit of a surprise for you here. And then do let me know if you'd like to get that one for $39.99. Are we verifying on the pendant here, Andy? I think it's the 2043. Has a couple of people verifying, so we will see who's got it. And then don't forget about the 1024 pear shape. That is somehow still here. And then, does anyone want to see a huge purple Paraiba? Because I've got one that's 7 carats in size. And it's an oval roval stone. I love that too. So we'll see that. And the sphene. Let me recap that sphene, because also for $39.99 you could get a very large round color changing sphene today in the peacock feather ring. And don't forget about the 20 carat. We are verifying again. You can swoop in and get that. Once it's gone for good. And then here we go with this. I showed it earlier. You might be considering it. It's that big time. It's a 266 on the sphene. That was item number 1127806, and a very important color changing variety with the pink diamonds as its first initial halo. And then this peacock feather that wraps horizontally across the finger. 119 in white diamonds, 23 points in the pinks. You add it all together, you get a bunch. You get a lot of diamond weight around your sphene, and that is why, well, we had to bring it down from $99.99, make it a lot more affordable. And that one's down to $39.99 as well. And so another great way to get the uber collectibles of our show. This is fully finished on the inside, stays in the two-tone rose and white gold. You see it in. There's that bright electricity that sphene provides. Sphene's always a very dispersive stone, but not all of them change color. We're really the home of the rarest of the rare color changing stones. Yes. Okay, Deborah, we're going to show it real quick. It's not inexpensive, but let me see if I can bring it down for you for the end of the show. We'll make it 1127421. Here we go. Actually 9 minutes left in the show, and this is the 3-stone yellow diamond ring. It's the big platform of triple cushion cuts. Each and every one of these sections, Deborah, could be a center stone and just be on a band all by itself. Instead, we did the 101 center. That's in the middle. 1 carat on the sides. That means 50 and 50 each. And then you've got the halos at another 23 and 1 carat in the white diamonds. So yes, altogether we're getting you 3 carats and a third almost in diamonds. And it is awesome. It really is. And if I can get this one down from 88.88, lowest price, yowza. Let's take it even lower for the end of the show. This is that whole side to side theme. So instead of just getting one diamond, like we like to see a lot of rings that just look like this, where it's just that, This isn't here and this isn't here. That's just a band, and you just get what's right here centered up on a band, and that's beautiful, and they're usually $4,000. What if I make this less than $4,000 when we essentially give you 3 rings in one? Because that's what this does. Look at it on the hand. Like our diamond bands we had earlier, go side to side. No break, no plain gold band, visible when you wear it. It's just all about this triple platform of large cushion cut yellows, the halos around them, and it's not going to be $4,000. Oh no, we usually do that for just one centerpiece right there. Look at it on a middle and an index. Why not? I mean, there are different ways to wear it because it is more of a band style, so why not? You can wear it there. It's not even $39.99. Trying to make this simple. Look at that, $88.88. What I should be getting today is right there, $88.88. We're going to make it a lot less than that. It's already a lot less. And now it's even less than $3,888. I'm actually going to make it $37.99 to the very first caller on our big old triple trio, lovely side to side, more like a band. It takes that whole theme of what we see in great classic larger stones with the double halos and just adds a lot to it. So really, really well done. And again, don't forget, we've only got about 7.5 minutes left in this show, but there's another one, and it's later today. It is our final evening show of our weekends. So again, Sunday double headers. We've been doing it for a while, just a few months. We're actually, the evening shows, this is our last of the weekends. I will still be here with you on Saturday and Sunday mornings like I have been for nearly 9 years. Saturday and Sundays start at 10 a.m. and, well, you know, because it's this show right here. They're not going anywhere. We will still have our Saturday and Sunday mornings as well as a Wednesday and a Thursday and a Friday night for you. We are now starting tomorrow off on Mondays. So if you tune in tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific, you are not going to see us. We will not be here. Don't panic. It's just a new schedule. I told you it was coming. We've been kind of alerting everybody just this weekend to the new schedule. Mondays and Tuesdays will be off. I will see you Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday nights, and then Saturday and Sunday mornings only. The mornings only. So tonight is our final weekend evening show, but it does start at 5, and it's going to be a huge blowout event for 3 hours tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific. So I hope you'll join me for it, because if you love spectacular jewelry at really ridiculous low pricing, you're going to be in for a treat tonight from 5 to 8. So join me for that final weekend evening show, 5 to 8 tonight, and it's only coming up in about 4 hours, so you don't have to wait long to see what that's all about. And then call me on anything else you've seen. There's still a really cool designer diamond band here that's got like a pyramid stud detail. I will show that to you. Andy, let me know if the 2043 is still here. Otherwise, I won't show it if it's gone. I will show it if it's not, because there's a lot of people talking about the Tanzanite pendant, the 2043 that needs to go here today. It is the 2043. It is the oval. There it is. Blue Wing Block D Luxury. And that one's down below $10,000 for the first time. So that's the $99.99. Fill up your screen. It will fill up your heart with love if you love great gemstones. It really will. It's one of the best, and it's going to be a prized possession for you. And it's still here if you'd like it, right? Still here? Okay. So we still have the Blue Wing 2043. A couple people verifying, but officially still here. If you'd like the yellow diamond ring, it's still here. Now look at this. This is multiple pyramid stud details. I think this band is the coolest. I would get 2. We actually have 4 available, so I can get you 1, 2, 3, or 4. And it is all solid 14 karat yellow gold. It's item number 7810. And I'll try to make it really affordable here before we depart for just the afternoon. We'll just take 4 hours off, then we'll be back for another 3. So here we go with this fabulous. It's like, again, you notice how it's pyramid stud alternating with 4 diamonds together in more of a flat plateau. So you get a different look. It's got a lot of texture. It's not sharp. It doesn't sit up off the hand too much. It's 29 points in VS white diamonds, yellow gold only. They do go completely halfway around. Even if you get a larger ring size, they will go across your fingers, so all you see visible to the eye are diamonds. And yet, pyramid studs are everywhere. And there's a great couple of designers that do them. And even when they do faux little mystery metals and they do pyramid studs on their shoes, the shoes are $1,800. So again, there's a whole style element to the pyramid stud, whether you see it in handbags or in hardware, on those handbags or in details in stilettos or whatever it is. It's expensive. That's why when I see it translated to fine jewelry, it should also follow. It doesn't. It's under $1,000. I want to try it on. Another ring that goes anywhere pinky to thumb and anywhere in between. I just think what's so cool about it is those little textural details you get. It really does stand out. It's all pave round brilliance, but the texture stands out. It's a little subtle spike design, as you see right there. And it's not even $9.99 or $8.88. Even $7.99, I'm going to throw that out, and we're going to get you a lucky, lucky, lucky price tag of $7.77 before we go. And that is now, we're now down to 4 minutes left in our first part of Sunday. So last chance to pick up anything you want. And I would definitely not wait. Don't even wait till tonight. I know it's not that far away, but waiting on pieces from our morning show. We have very little left from today's show anyways. Check and see if we still have that 7 carat 33 Brazilian tourmaline in quartz that was debuting today. It's our last of its kind here. I don't think we'll ever see it again. Who knows? But again, we always try. We're trying. We're just, again, I can't guarantee anything. So it's gemstones, right? It's the gemstone world. It's really tough to make any guarantees when it comes to natural gemstones and rarities that are getting rarer by the day. So we have our 777 diamond band. Let me know if you have any questions about anything you've seen. The blue sapphire pendant is here. The 2043 Tanzanite is verifying. I don't think that's going to be here later this afternoon. The triple yellow diamond and the Tanzanite, the 1024, yes. Blue zircon, the round. All right. Round zircon's gone. Congratulations. Let me show you the 1024 again. And we've got our last. There it is. That's the countdown for our morning show, which I know is afternoon now, everywhere across the US of A. But it starts in the morning, it ends in the afternoon, and we're back in the evening. So we're back at 5. It's only 4 short hours from now. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I do want to show you, though, this is the prize. This is the one that looks like a 20 carat. It does. It looks like a 20 carat, but it's a 1024. And that's going to save you a boatload of money. And it's got the big diamond weight, huge diamond weight around it. This was item number 1127716. And there is the Blue Wing Block D 1024. 128 is your diamond weight around it. Traditional at first, split shank on the sides, big diamond between that, and it's not even $49.99, or it actually is $49.99, but it started at $17,999. And then we do have that Tanzanite pendant, which I'll show you together because they really are, I mean, if you can get the set, even though they're not the same shape, they would look great together. But again, I think this is so remarkable to see a 20 carat and a 10 carat that look so much alike, size-wise, dimension-wise, right? They do. They really do. So this one's $99.99 on the right side, and the ring is only $49.99. So your choice of our 2 Blue Wing Block D, both museum reserves, only here at TVON, and final opportunities to get them. We know that too. So come join me tonight for our final Sunday night show, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll have 3 hours as usual. All of our shows are 3 hours. I will be with you on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday nights. Remember, Monday and Tuesday are off starting tomorrow. So you will not see TVON broadcasting on Monday and Tuesday evenings. We will be back on Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. Those are all 5 to 8. And then I'll see you on Saturday and Sunday mornings. We love that quick turnaround with our morning shows as well that are the flagship shows of the network. So don't go anywhere. We'll be with you all those mornings at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. So keep that in mind. And again, 1 minute left in our afternoon portion of our show. Thank you again for watching and joining me today. I really appreciate it. A special thank you and shout out to those of you who were shopping the show today as well. If there is anything we can help you with, please say the word. We still have about 45 seconds of airtime, and our phone lines stay open for a couple minutes after we go off the air. Otherwise, we'll see you at 5 tonight, 5 Pacific time, 7 o'clock Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Be sure and join me. It is our final evening show for our weekends. So it's our final Sunday night show, and it's going to be so much fun. We got a lot planned. It's going to be a big finale party. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please join us if you can. We'd love to have your company, and we will definitely provide the values. And all the jewelry you saw today, not going to be here tonight. Very little of it's left from the show so far. We're seeing a lot of pieces go out here as we speak. Final 10 seconds. Thank you again so much for being a part of this one today with me. I really appreciate it. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us at TVON, enjoy your afternoon. I'll see you right back here in 4 hours at 5 o'clock.